Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding Him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy, you're invited.
What a life, what a life, what a life. Real life. Still off and give thanks to my family, my kids and my wife. It's a serious time we living in. A lot of people, they're giving into sin. What a thing, what a thing, what a thing. It start from mankind beginning. When them neglect the most type of what's within. What a thing, what a thing, what a thing. When the sky open, oh yeah, the firmament broken. Oh yeah, Yeshaya approaching. It's gonna be weeping and mourning. For your heart. Some are giggle and a laugh and them don't take it serious. And that them I do. Some don't believe in that the Bible, them said the Bible is too mysterious. Look at that. Them start worship false God, now look where it lead us. We have been tricked, done fool, like butted and beavers. We were great kings and queens, the old serpent deceive us. We get caught in a captivity, now look how it grieve us. Them enslave and torture my people, now look how them treat us. Because we give away the most high for the devil. It's like we give away River Jordan for a Reebok. When we say it's a serious time we living in. A lot of people, they're giving into sin. What a thing, what a thing, what a thing. It starts from mankind beginning. When them neglect the most type of what's within. What a thing, what a thing, what a thing. When the sky open, oh yo, the firmament broken. Oh yo, Yeshaya approaching. It's gonna be weeping and mourning. And for your heart. Man, no Israelite, me no praise Muhammad or Buddha. I coulda never. Me take up the books and read the Bible. Enoch and the Apocrypha. Knowledge and wisdom is like a treasure. The praises to the most higher true divine life giver. Repent and baptize and wash your sins down the river. The whole of we a sinner. Don't follow Cain and end up to be a killer. Michael Jackson thriller. It's not about the Benz and the Beamer, but work hard honestly, prepare for your dinner. The things when me see with my two eyes make me quiver. The most I move like this silent river. Serious time we living in. A lot of people, them giving into sin. What a thing, what a thing, what a thing. It starts from mankind beginning. When them neglect the most I powers within. What a thing, what a thing, what a thing. When the sky open, oh yo, the firmament broken. Oh yo, Yeshaya approaching. A higher high, it's gonna be weeping and mourning. Hellfire high.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. What's going on tonight, my people? Make sure you hit that like button. Shalom, everybody. I am Elder Rawchaa Gabor. You understand? They used to call me R.E.I.G. bar, because I was spitting the bars. You understand? I still spit the bars, but you know. I took a break and let the young crowd get it for a little bit, for a few years. But now I'm back on it. Put the double-edged sword to Satan's neck. You understand? Full in effect. You understand? Oh yeah. Yes indeed. Gotta get it. Gots to get it. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We came on a little late tonight. They didn't change the time. I was really busy today, so forgive me for coming on a little late. I was really busy, but I still wanted to come on for the people tonight. You understand? I got some place to be in the morning. To be honest, I'm always busy. That's just a righteous man. You're just always busy. I don't really have a lot of time for people that much, except for the body, and just here and there. It's the times is moving. So as a warrior, and as a lieutenant, and as a captain in this army, you understand, like a lot of us are, we have to make sure that we're doing what we need to do. We're men of our household, men over the people, men over souls. We have to stay on it. Think about it. The way that this world is going right now, we don't really have too much time to relax. Christ wants to come back and see us working. And not only that, let me tell you, the way things are getting expensive in this world, if you ain't working hard and doing what you need to do to study, to show yourself approved, and to make wisdom and knowledge the stability of your time, so that you can continue to be able to provide for you and yours and your household. And it's not all about money, but I'm just saying, you got to do both. You got to have your household in order, your finances, all of these things. You know what I mean? So it ain't no time to cry. Let me tell you, because the word gonna keep going on. So you can go in the store today, and I went to the store today. I said, hey, what, $200? I barely bought anything. And especially when you're buying everything organic, it just you come out with 5 items or something. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but at the same time, in a while, you're going to be like, what is the poor supposed to do? What is the poor supposed to do? Hey, we got to pray for our people out there. What is the poor supposed to do? They're giving money to everybody and their mama and daddy and grandpa overseas and all the foreigners, but they just forgetting about little old me. Little old me is our people. They forgetting about little old us, right? We still hustling. We still sitting down trying to find out how to make it. It's time. It's going to be soon time for our God to take us out of this place, and so we can go worship him in the wilderness, because, it's just amazing. But guess what? We don't have the time to be negative. We don't have the time to, God hasn't given us, we can't afford the time to actually feel sorry. Let me tell you, you miss a week, you miss a day, whatever the case may be, you out of there. You drowning. So we have to make sure we keep things in line. We have to make sure that keeping our houses in order, in line, and supporting the work. Even the work, I can tell you right now. Since I've been in this church, all praises, You know, I remember we went to the Passover. You know, let me tell you, we're almost 50 to 70,000 strong worldwide, and you know, and that's some innocent, that's some bystanders as well. But I'll tell you, and I praise the Most High for all the support that the brothers and sisters do in the church. But you still have a lot of people out there who are not actually putting their hand to the plow, and they are, you understand, they you know, the ox is moving, you know, treading the corn, and a lot of people are still, hey, as long as I'm an Israelite and I'm following online, I'm going to get into the wilderness with them. You know what? Guess what? You're right, though. You're going to get into the wilderness, but hopefully you're going to be on the right side, because it's a duty of you to pay your tithes. It's a duty of you to show up, you know, to the church, instead of saying, hey, I've been following y'all for 10 years. Well, it's like, what happened? Where have you been? We needed your help. We needed your physical help. And we know some people can't follow. I mean, can't actually come to the bodies, because some people just live way out there. But you need to come and put your hand to the plow. Stop watching online from afar, seeing how this thing is going to happen. No. Because really, the Most High is going to allow you to get picked off. You one of those sheep. You one of those sheep who, you know, here's the shepherd, and the sheep are supposed to be with the shepherd, under the shepherd. But you one of those sheep or goats who just want to veer off, out of the pen, out of the body, far away where the wolves are, and you like, I'm watching from afar to see what's gonna happen. Okay, well, keep seeing what's gonna happen, because hey, you better hope somebody can see what's gonna happen with you if you don't come up missing somewhere. Because let me tell you, you didn't take your time to come out and get baptized, and not only that, just get baptized. Some people come and get baptized and just dip off. All praises to the Most High, though. You got your soul baptized, but once you get your soul baptized, hey, it calls for you to come in and put the work in. He that put his plow down is not fit for the kingdom of heaven. You know? And hey, you come to my church here, I want you to know we have quarterly meetings on if you know, the body members are in attendance. Nobody's just coming in there taking up no seats. That's just the reality of it. So if you plan on coming ever to Houston, don't think you just come in there and take up a seat. We checking every quarter. We having a meeting on your, you know, your behavior, your if you're showing up, and your tithes. And we know everyone can't afford to pay tithe. We get that, but we're not gonna let some Israelites come in here talking about, oh, we paying tithes and anise and mint. What did the Pharisees come to Christ about? For him to pay taxes. That's some tithes of anise and mint. First off, they don't even have a garden. And hey, if you want to follow the whole law, where's your cows and your sheep and your goats for a sacrifice? Get out of here with all that. And you can never follow the whole law, because you're wearing garments that's not 100%. So even the garments you're dealing with, the soap, let me tell you, Christ gave grace for a reason. So I digress on that, but you know, the world is getting crazy. And what I'm saying is we need to start taking things more serious and stop just being, you know, outcasts, you know, on you know, watching from afar just to hope you could just ride into the wilderness. Hey, you better get it while the getting is good, because you're going to be no different than Ananias and Sapphira, those who held back, right? And they fell and dropped dead in front of the disciples, period. It's almost like when it's almost time to do something, Israel want to come in, they go start, hey, we tell somebody it's time to go. We got 2 weeks to go. Now Israel want to start paying their tithes. Now Israel want to start showing up. The feast day comes up. Israel want to start showing up. What's going on? That's Israel. And that's why Christ said, you're not going to get no more signs. You got the sign of Jonas and the prophets. Period. Stop it. So, hey, you're too late. You missed the bus. And if you think it's a lie, the first time we went overseas, Elder was saying, hey, we need people to put in for this, put in for that. And guess what? I didn't have a lot of money in that time. And I put my all in, everything I had. And I'm watching other people who's talking. Hey, you stop hearing from them. So now at that point, hey, we waiting on people. How long shall we wait? It's time to go. And then now they look at, where's Elder? Hey, don't worry about it. He told you on Blog Talk Radio, he's going to come on, and little by little, he was going to stop coming on, because it's time to put in the work to get ready to leave, to go spy out other lands. And guess what? All the talkers, They had to sneak and try to get on the ark. And some people just showed up there. Yeah? Some people just showed up there. But you're looking at, all these people who didn't put in, they're not there no more. They're not. I'm just telling you the truth. The statistics when it comes to the Bible is precise. Precise. Let me tell you, no lukewarm people will be around. Not because of us. The Most High don't even like that. He never allowed a Cain to exist. He never allowed a Jezebel to exist or a Judas to exist. So let me tell you, you can play what the Bible says and show love with dissimulation and fakery or pretending all you want. But I'm giving you some motivation and some nice, beautiful spiritual provocation in a brotherly manner. It's a little soft, little tapping. Get your mind right or get left. Period. Get your mind right or get left. Christ is good. Let me tell you, Christ is not playing with anybody. Read in Numbers how Christ came down in the pillar of a cloud for people who had a problem. So, why are you coming on here so crunk today, Elder? Because guess what? The times is moving, and there's a few things we're going to talk about. Is the world confused or is it just us? But we have to ask ourselves, are we a part of the world or are we a part of the body? Some of us are walking lukewarm. Like these celebrities, like Meek Mills. Hey, Meek Mills, my brother, if you're watching this, it's time for you to get your mind right before you get left too. Hey, and I'm saying because you come out on prison reform, and you got the little brother named D1 telling Rick Ross and Meek Mills, what's up with all of this rapping about this worldly things? If y'all supposed to be talking about helping our people, that brother wasn't wrong for that. And I don't follow D1 and everything, but hey, what he said was not wrong. Somebody have to stand up for our people because let me tell you, this worldly nonsense is leading our people off of a cliff. Love the talent of Meek Mills, love the talent of Rick Ross, but you guys are not in the streets anymore. And if you are in the streets, you're stupid. And Meek Mills, you definitely ain't in the street because you're just coming out of prison. So why are you rapping about it? That's called a liar. And this is not a diss. This is just man to man. If you're a real man, when you at home alone, when you look in the mirror, I'm not in the streets no more and I'm a liar. Period. You know that. I mean, only people who are like, it's no different in business. You have consumers and you have people who are the business owners. The fans, they don't know any better. They need you to lead. Whatever you do and wherever you lead them, that's where they're going to go. So being that you have that power and you're misusing that power, you have to answer for that. You're talking about we do it all. We do the righteous and we do the evil. You do it all, huh? That's called being lukewarm. And you will be spewed out. So let that Allah God go over there in Philadelphia. Let it go. Let the Egyptologists and a 5%er gods go away on the East Coast. Let it go, because it's not working. If you go over there to the Middle East, they're going to look at you like you got crap on your face. Period. Straight up. No one knows no Negro, existing, walking around Egypt or the Middle East, speaking about, we was the kings. If you was the kings, why can't you afford a ticket to go to Egypt and go and preach and wake them up? We've never seen you out there. Because if you go out there, they're going to smack you up and tell you put a kufi on your head. Period. And that's just brotherly love. Don't waste your trip. Don't waste your trip because all they're going to want from you as an American is your money. Okay, you're going to speak to Egyptology? Okay, yeah, my friend. But I have this for you. I have these beads. What do you need? What do you need? £5, my friend. I can make you ride camel. I can, 100 £100. No, don't. Let's not talk about the money. No money. Let's not talk about the money. Bara bokra. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay. Hey, you got our brothers naming themselves Arab. What's the brother name in Philly? Arab. Why are we naming ourselves? No disrespect, but last time I checked, the Arabs haven't did anything special in society. Why are we trying to Jacob is the former of all things. Since when does a black African, so-called African American man want to name themselves? I'm sorry, of the Gentiles who don't really have any salt in their shaker. I'm just saying. So it's not helping us. What a way to start the show. rant. It's kind of spicy, isn't it? Yes, indeed. Press the like button. Elder 300. Y'all need to give me a 300 helmet. I need a good Lord. I got a bunch of swords, all right? I need a helmet now. But anyway, shalom to everybody. I am Elder Rawchaa. The world has fallen into a stupor, and some people are perpetuating the stupor. Some people are perpetuating the stupidity, the confusion, the delusion, the brainwashing, the sleep, right? The psychological warfare. Some people are perpetuating it. The people who are Satan's puppets. And guess what? You see all the money and the finances going around. Do you know why? They probably don't want to give us anything. Because we fell for their trap and their setup. Let me tell you something. If I was a person, who could give out finances to nations, and I looked at the black community, and I said, you know what? Why would I want to give anything? And guess what? This is just generalizing. Why would I want to give anything to a community who doesn't even care about themselves? You got a whole community who got the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and then most of the people is on the outside. Yeah, I hire. Hey, we need some help too, though. We need some workers. We need you to come and help. For these feasts. We need you to come and help with your talents. We need you to come and help with your finances. Yes. Why every time somebody says finances, that's a problem when you give it to people who tell you lies in a Christian church? Huh? Why would we want to give anything? I can see the presidents, the United Nations, and all. Let me tell you, even though these people are total evil themselves, but guess what? Because you keep falling for their traps, and they paying you money to perpetuate it with in Hollywood and in music. Guess what? Now when it's time to give some money out, they're giving money to people who look like victims. You don't look like victims. You look like criminals. That's what they're saying. Why would we give money to criminals? They're robbing the stores. And that's why they made these laws special just for us. So like Elder Rawchaa said, they could put us on national television worldwide and say, we can't give these people any money. Look what they would do with the money. They're animals. They're burning things down. They're burning down the stores where they have to go and buy bread from. Huh? They're killing each other every day. If we give them money, they can just go. They don't even know what to do with it. Their education is low. They're just going to go kill each other more. So they said, we're going to give it to the victims of Palestine, the Afghanistanis. Oh, we give them $200,000 a household. We're going to give it to the Asians. Huh? Guess what? Because they're victims of war. We're going to give it to the Jewish people over there. Next to Palestine. We're going to give it to them because guess what? They're victims too. Everybody else is a victim except for us. You know why? Because we're criminalizing each other every day. So why would they want to give us anything? As long as we sin, they win. Let me tell you, I can't say don't fall into their confusion because we have already done it as a nation, but that's why the Most High said he was going to, save a remnant. But have you ever thought about it like that? When you look outside, that's what's going on. Hey, we're fighting each other, killing each other. We can't come together even in your own households with your own particular family. Husband and wife is at odds. The children, want to be different things. Everyone's a different religion. Why would we give something to a people who don't know who they are and they're criminals? They steal. And guess what? Do these other people do the same things? Of course, that's how everything was started. But we can't talk about the past like they say, right? So what are we doing now? Let me ask you a question. Why should they give us anything? We know the answers, but think about it. The image is too grave now that we have. We have the image of the beast. So now it's like, no, we not. Anytime the question comes up, blacks are included. I seen the commercial the other day where it said, and I'm being sarcastic, but it says, Israel is what 300% down, when it comes, up when it comes to hate, the hate of Israel. That's what they said. And then it said, Asian hate, black hate, and some other hate. I don't know if it was Hispanic hate. They added them in there. They said also. And I was like, good Lord of mine. And they said, stop this hate. And guess what? That's enough for us. As long as they, play something like that on TV, broadcast something like that on TV, guess what? We're fine with it. But see, we have to understand, guys, just like Elder was talking about on Patreon not too long ago in a Sabbath lesson, Nero set it up before he took us down. Okay? Titus and Vespasian. It was all slowly transitioning. It was all slowly transitioning. And speaking of that, make sure whether you're new or not, you're getting in our Hebrew and Bible Academy on Sunday so you can continue to advance in this time. Because the whole world is stupid right now. They're in a stupor. I didn't say it, the Most High said it. The whole world is in a stupor. They have been taken in total confusion. We have to stay washed in the word and stay on point and stay together with our families. There's demons all outside of your door waiting to come in, whether it's in your vessel, whether it's on your TV, or whether it's you invite them in your house for good. And you want the elders to come and anoint it, but then you're going to put the demons right back in it. Don't forget Christ said, be it unto you as is your faith. So if I anoint you and I pray, hey, I got the power of Christ in me, but do you have it in you? Because if you don't have it in you, Christ said, how be it these demons or these spirits don't come out lest it be fasting and praying. I don't need to fast for you. You need to fast for you. You need to fast because they're in your vessel. I'll fast with you from time to time, but if you want to just relax and keep a demon with you, I'm not going to fast forever with you. Come on. Come on. Hey. Yeah, historytimes.org. Historytimes.org to come over there and get your mind right, or you're gonna get left. Because the knowledge will continue to increase. And guess what? That woman shall swallow up the flood and all of these false religions and doctrines that's in this world. Let me drink a little bit of my beautiful BCAAs. You already know to come to KIISupplements.com. Huh? To get your mind right. BPA free. BPA free. So we have on my show, we cast out all hypocrites. We cast out all new Israelites. Let me tell you, you got people simple as the days old coming on Instagram to comment. I think I made a comment on one of my son, the General's post, and he was cheering for the Palestinians. Let me tell you, whatever they got going over there, I have no comment about it because guess what? It's just Bible prophecy. But I just put a little comment on there. I'm not about debating, but then you have some simple Israelite comes on there. Hey, you need to check your nations, Ak. Let me tell you, we don't need to check our nations. You guys are still calling Edom Japhet. You see what I'm saying? And let me tell you, you always just bring the scripture to them. The Philistines or the Palestinians, modern day word, look it up, comes from Philistine or Philistim, who were sons of the Egyptians. Not direct sons, but as it was, bringing down the genealogy of Ham, you understand, it says Mizraim. And then under that, it keeps going to the rest of the sons, and Philistim was one of them. And now that land is modern day, mixed with Moab, Ammon, and the Philistines, who, are the sons of Lot and the sons of the Egyptians. Mic drop. You need to do your study on your nations. Come on in the Hebrew and Bible Academy and find out how to read the Bible correctly. Let God be true and every man a liar. We shouldn't speak what we don't know. Anyway, I want to thank my brother Elder Rawchaa. Matter of fact, I need y'all to come in here and put some of this on my food tonight. He done gave me some organic basil from his garden. It's called Garden Tings. Just like we just listened to the song, What a Ting, What a Ting. I don't know why y'all say what a ting, but it's all good. What a ting. We got the good old organic basil, oregano. I'm gonna put that on my good old pasta tonight. They making me some good old white sauce pasta, and we don't do the sauce from the can. We make it from scratch. Everything gotta be from scratch in my house. I don't like no can. I don't do that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna leave this in here so they can come get this and put it on my food because they already know. Elder Rawchaa, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Keep working hard. You're a good young man, positive, honorable. You understand. May the Most High bless you with a good young lady one day after you continue to build your foundation. There we go. So tonight we're talking about, is the world confused or it's just us? Yeah, because Christ said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. For he that loved the world, he don't love the Father. And the Father is not in him. So let me tell you, you can say all you want to say about, and guess what? I have faith that my brothers, some of my celebrity brothers are going to, get in this thing and follow. I think some of them are already in it and they just have to be quiet. And I respect that. It's going to be a time for them. But let me tell you, the ones who are out there perpetuating the curses it's just sad. And poor Dwight Howard, brother, repent and come back to the Most High. Don't walk around with pride in what you're doing. You still have time to repent for the abominations that you're doing out there. I'm sorry. You once claimed to be an Israelite, and that's the thing I try to tell you guys. Everybody who claims to know the knowledge, they must eventually come to the truth of it, or they will be ever learning and not coming into the knowledge of the truth. You can't go around bullying men, allegedly. That's what they saying out there. None of us can go around bullying men. Hey, and you got a family that you've been blessed with. I seen 50 Cent make a little joke. He said, he got a picture. He said, man, we ain't even know dude was like that. He looking him in the eyes, him and Denzel. But it was just a normal picture. But it's like the Dwight Howard's name. You got to get your name back, brother. Come back to the Most High and leave the boys alone. You got boys running from you, going to court on you. I'm like, good Lord. And this, it's bad out here. The world is confused. I seen a Edomite lady. She was milking a cow, a heifer, right? A milking cow. And she said, she told the lady who had the camera on her, go and ask them, can they milk a bull? Tell them to try it. I would love to see it. See, that's called common sense. Guys, can I ask you guys out there, you or you strangers who are watching, with all due respect, where do we get our milk from? The heifer or the bull? The girl cow or the bull? I'm just asking, because I'm trying to figure out why are we bringing out total confusion if we get, because we can totally use a fact check on that. You know how they put the fact checks out even though, you'll tell the truth and then they like, fact check and try to prove you wrong? No. You can't get milk from a bull. Whether it be a male goat, you're not going to get no milk. I would love to see it. Because you know what? They might have some other milk coming from it, but we don't want that kind of milk. We want the milk that God said is good. Because they changing the definitions out there when it comes to this debauchery. Next thing you know, they talking, hey, we're milking a bull. Hey, we don't want anything to do with that because we know that's not the milk we're talking about. You need to take your hands off of that bull and leave him alone. That's all we gonna say. Yay. Total disgusting. Totally disgusting. We want milk that can actually help us. We don't need you to find the vitamins that's in it or none of that because we already heard, before they start using synthetic taurine that, they was isolating taurine, in the bull's seed. That's all I'm going to say. That's been proven from a college. That's why I stopped drinking Red Bull a long time ago. We don't need none of that milk right there. So we're going to just call good what God calls good. And, that's it. Anyway, good Father of mine. The world is totally confused. Why are you putting whale seed inside of shampoo? What's going on here? Huh? I just don't understand. The salt in the sea is already good. The salt in the cave is already good. Why are you iodizing the salt? It's already perfect. It already has iodine in it. Is the world confused? Why would you pay more money to go out your way to mess something up? You're taking the herbs that the Most High called good. They're already perfect. Why do you go and synthesize them and now they become worse off and people are having side effects all over the place? Is the world confused or is it us? I'm just saying, hey, you're spending extra money on that, but we can use some of that money. Huh? Good father of mine. And let me tell you guys something. It's really sad that we can't even see our poor children want to play with a rainbow or whatever. Let me tell you, I don't want, you know, and hey, it's a whole language now, but we're not going to let somebody just take our rainbow. That's our God's rainbow. And I'm going to prove it to you. It's going to be our God's rainbow now and forever as a covenant that he gave us. So, you know, it's like if my child wants to draw a rainbow on a piece of paper, that's our rainbow from our God. They're going to know the right form of it, but don't feel bad like just because your child wants to draw and be a normal kid, that you have to feel bad about something that God made, because we're not letting some people hijack our stuff. You know, we're not. A matter of fact, I got some new kids vitamins coming out, and guess what? It has a rainbow. No, I'm not trying to promote anything to these other crowd of people, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to be ashamed. This is my God's rainbow. I love rainbows. They're beautiful. When the rain is done and I see that rainbow and I know that my God said in the scriptures about it. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read that because the world is confused. They're not going to confuse me. I know where our rainbow comes from. Poor children can't even be happy about seeing something that God promised, you know, Noah and us. Let's go to Genesis chapter 9 really quick. My goodness, that's just so sad. It's a beautiful sight to see. I mean, it's something spiritual actually that they turned into an abomination. You got to feel bad. You know, you come out with a shirt with a rainbow. Oh my goodness, you must be a part. And you got to be careful because now it's a whole different code language. Oh, you must be one of us. No, we're not one of you. Our God made it. Maybe we need some t-shirts with that, and hopefully nothing happened to you for wearing the t-shirt. Good Lord. And hey, I couldn't even wear my little t-shirt. They say that the brothers in Philly blessed me with saying face the east with the land of Israel on there because of whatever's going on right now. Hey, I'm going to be targeted. Oh my goodness. Let me go here really quick. Where is it at? 1 second. Verse 14. Well, let me see. Let's go to verse 11. Genesis 9 and 11. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, this is the token, this is the sign of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. That means forever, until there's no more generations. I do set my bow, it's talking about a rainbow, in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. Now, if anyone wants to say that the Bible is not real, do we not see the sun coming up every day, the moon coming up every day? Do we not see the rainbow coming up when it's not raining anymore, or sometime even when it doesn't rain? Now, they've told us there's planets out there, but we have never seen these things. So shall we believe in, These people are sure we believe in our God. They told us there's all sorts of planets and stuff out there. I've never seen them, but I've seen what my God wrote in Genesis. So when you hear people talking about man wrote the Bible, yeah, God is a man. Hey, he might be a man in heaven, but guess what? I don't follow man. Well, who are you going to follow? Because he's a man. He has angels that are men. He has women that are women. He has angels that are women and angels that are men, made in his image. Who are you going to follow? His son Christ is a man. All right. So it says, and the Most High shows forever and for everlasting. Well, I tell you, it's already evident in the Most High's creation what life is supposed to be when it comes to, yeah, you understand, male or female. Sorry, it's just the reality. People can choose who they want to be, though. Let me put that frankly out there. That's the great thing about God. Did you know that? That's why we don't go around telling people what they should be and what they should not be. If a person wants to be a woman today or a man today, guess what? God gave him free will. Now, that doesn't mean he likes it, though. But he gave the permission over any governmental system down here. Okay, so we're not in disagreement with that. He gave everybody free will. Now, the only part is he may be a little upset at some in the end and a little happy, with some in the end. And guess what? It all depends on whatever choices we make. But he did give us free will. Make sure you hit the like button. But don't feel bad. And I'm not saying, hey, go flamboyant with rainbows all day, every day, just to prove a point. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is we're not allowing someone to make us feel bad about what belongs to us and our God. Sorry. So, and we dare someone come to harass us while we're wearing what God gave us as free choice and free will. So just because we wear that, hey, does not you will not align us with any group. Let me tell you, it's kind of funny how the world is so confused to where they want to call us Black Hebrew Israelites, but we can't call them something that we think they are. So you can put on the news, these are Black Hebrew Israelites. They dress up in this and they do this and they do that. We don't want to be called Black Hebrew Israelites. So it's time for us to start using their rules against them. Nope. Start calling us biblical Israelites. The chosen seed of Jacob. That's what we identify as. If you can identify these people as no sir, no ma'am, or whichever one they call them, we want to be identified as this. And if you tell us we can't, guess what? Let's go to court with that. What's the difference? How can you prove that in the court of law? The difference between that. That's totally unfair. You got a person who can actually transition. Okay? He can a man can transition as a woman physically. Or he doesn't even have to do it physically. He can transition and he can call himself a woman. Well, guess what? I've transitioned from walking in, my past life, and I've transitioned into righteousness. And I identify as an Israelite from the Bible. Period. Mic drop. So I need you guys to understand. It's a whole different language going on out there, and guess what? We it's against the law. Just how they're making laws, and we're gonna show. It's people out there angry because you're calling them sir and ma'am. Well, guess what? We're angry for you calling us Black Hebrew Israelites. We have to start professing that. Yeah, we identify as a seed of Jacob. And if you want to make laws that I can identify as a computer, I can identify as a robot, I can identify as this water jug. Well, I can identify as anything I want. I can identify as a dog or a furry. I'm not against all your little furries out there, big, small. I didn't mean to call them little, excuse me. Hey, because I know they got some little furries too. Well, I want to identify today. I do not want to identify as a black Hebrew Israelite. We need to start going out there to City Hall and protesting and say, hey, we identify as the seed of Jacob. We have never seen a black Hebrew Israelite. No. So if the Jewish people or the Israelis can identify themselves, are they identifying politically or religiously? But guess what? They can. They can choose to say what they want to say, but they are not going to tell us what we can say and who we are. Period. Yeah. Front line with that one. And that's with all due respect. We haven't said anything disrespectful at all. Let me tell you, you don't know when you've messed up. You've made laws. You've made laws, but they're too broad. They're too open. Hey, I can say I want to identify. I identify as berberine today. I identify as berberine. So if I identify as berberine, I'm a supplement and I can be in someone's stomach. Like just what? Are you kidding me? I identify as this oregano. I identify as this oregano. And you could just start going around laying on people's food because you identify as oregano. Are you kidding me? Does that make sense? Let me tell you, people are now able to identify as something so they can invade personal space. I can identify as hot sauce. I know this black woman like hot sauce. I'm a white man. I'm gonna make myself red. I identify as hot sauce, and I'm gonna go lay on her food. And when she called the cops, hey, I can't get arrested because I identify as hot sauce, and I wanted her to eat me up. Simple as a day-old baby that's just born. Look, that's somebody say, I identified as the owner of all money. So guess what? I need everybody money. Do y'all see the confusion? Let me tell you, it's look weird like some of those actors on the Hunger Games with all these different hair. Let me tell you, hey, let me tell you, people have their own opinions. We're not here to have opinions on people. What we're here to say is you're not going to tell us what we can't identify as. That's a fact. Oh yeah. And the rainbow is not yours. Let me tell you, it's not patented by you. It's already patented by our God. Okay? Yeah. Sorry. And I haven't said anything disrespectful at all whatsoever. All right, we're gonna check out some of this news they have. But I want to go to another scripture here about the rainbow. Really quick in Revelations. I want to show y'all something. That's Revelations 4 and 3. Revelations 4 and 3. That's where we're going really quick. Kidding me. Not going to feel bad about. I'm not saying I'm going to have no rainbow stripes, but I'm telling you right now, I want my children to be able to be children and know that, hey, the rainbow in the sky, every time you see a rainbow don't mean, it don't belong to no one else but the Most High. So, Revelations 4 and 3, really quick. Here we go. And he sat. Oh, you know what? Let's go to verse 1. And at Revelations 4 and 1. After this I looked and behold, a door was opened in heaven. You know what type of door that is, right? It's talking about a portal. And in the first voice which I heard, as it was of a trumpet talking with me. And we know that's the voice of the Most High, which said, come up hither and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone. And there was a rainbow round about the throne in the sight like unto an emerald. You know how sometimes you look into those earth stones, right? And you see, and you can see like the different colors, just the different spectrums of the colors in them, right? Yeah, let me tell you, the rainbow belongs to God himself. It's still in there. The book of Revelations is telling you that. Revelations 10:1. Let's go there. Let me tell you, I'm not finna let somebody jack my God's property. Are you kidding me? That's God's property. No Kirk Franklin. Yes, indeed. Revelations 10:1. And after this I looked, and behold, a door was opened in heaven. And the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet. Hold up. My bad. I didn't change it yet. Well, my bad. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry about that. Let me change that for y'all. There I go. I'm back. Sorry about that. And I saw another, Revelations 10:1, and I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven. Make sure my volume's on. We good. Clothed with a cloud. He was clothed with a cloud. Ooh, that's fly. Let me tell you, that's going to be in my new song. Clothed with a cloud. You know Lion and King be fly. I'm sorry. The Holy Spirit just drop it on us. Clothed with a cloud. Bishop of Mouth know we talking about, huh? Bishop of Mouth, clothed with a cloud, baby. That's my other fly brother right there. And a rainbow was upon his head. Hey, he might have had that rainbow, like, you know how we wear the fedora hats. He got the rainbow on his head. Straight out. What? And his face was as it were the sun, shining, sparkling, beautiful blackness. And his feet as pillars of fire. Man, them shoes is fiery red. Now I'm just joking. Them shoes is hot. And his feet as pillars of fire. Good Lord. You talking about fly down here. On earth as it is in heaven. Dripped out. Drippity dripped out. Boys, clothed with a cloud. You ain't taking that punchline from me. I already got it. Sorry. If I hear that in somebody's song, you stealing from Elder. Well, Elder is already in Revelations, but you heard it here first. Now I'm joking with y'all, man. But see, there go the rainbow. With a holy one. Let's read it again. How do we know this is a holy one? This is an angel. A mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow upon his head. And his face were as it were the sun, so bright, and his feet as pillars of fire. What a sight to see. So fly, he flying around wrapped up with a cloud, like he just came out the shower, got a cloud on. Got the rainbow tilted. The cloud is like the fur coat in heaven. Drippity dripped out. We not letting nobody take our rainbow. You kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Please. Let me tell you, they don't even know how to rock the rainbow the right way anyway. Let me tell you, that thing, why does everybody, and I'm just saying, all I'm going to say, I got to watch my words. I see a lot of Frankenstein type of vibes going on. But yeah, that's all I see. I'm not saying who they are. That's just what I be seeing. That's how they wearing the rainbow wrong on top of Frankenstein. Nothing but death. Yeah. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So we go, let me tell you. Let me tell y'all something, man. Hold up. That's what I wanted. John 17:9. Got to get in my notes. John 17:9. John 17:9. I know, and guess what? It's a reason why, because guess what? You have to really be about this. You have to really be about this. Right? Let me tell you, Christ is not crying with you, feeling sorry if you don't want to join. Hey, he like, listen, it's all good. I'm worrying about those who worrying about me. So, you know, and that's how guess what? We're supposed to go and wake people up, but after a while, dust the feet off and keep it moving. I mean, oh, hey, they'll come into this knowledge if they want to. John 17:9 says what? You know what? We're going to go up a little bit. Let's go to verse 1. Show you about the world. Does Christ really care about what's going on in the world? I see some of these so-called activists getting caught up in rap celebrity beef. Stop worrying about peasantry. Stop worrying about peasantry. No one cares if Kodak Black wants to make a song with 6ix9ine. Guess what? The young man, he's like, listen, everybody's a rat. He like, we all rapping about the wrong stuff. It's like, how is there? There's no checks and balances in here. He like, listen, he said, I got $1 million. He said, that's y'all rat. He said 6ix9ine, the one with the rainbow. He said, that's y'all rat. He said, I'm just getting some cheese out of y'all rat. My bad. He said, top of the page cut off. I'm sorry, I got y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I'm not calling him that. I'm just saying, we don't get into peasantry. You understand? Yeah. And you know what? I watched the video. My brother, my son, you know I love you, man. But I have to say, you know, these Democratic activists who put Biden in and voted Biden in, they told all the black people that was the best deal for us. If you look back at Biden, he's calling us all type of names and N-words and belittling us, and he's still the same person today, even though he doesn't really have the real power over this. They're giving money to everyone except for us. And so now they have to sway you away. These activists sway you away knowing that this administration is not doing anything for our people. So guess what they get you caught back into? The distractions of rap beef. Guys, rap beefs are the biggest distractions. It doesn't even matter at all. The only thing that matters about it is if that, you know, they've brainwashed our people, and unfortunately, these poor brothers have been deceived into joining and shaking hands with someone else. But hey, the brother Kodak Black, who called himself an Israelite, the Most High is not done with him yet. We don't look at a man when he's down. The Most High is not done with helping Kanye yet. He's not done with some of our brothers. But we don't need to get caught up in all of these things, my son. What you need to be helping with the people with now is hey, I mean, people can do what they want to do. But rethinking about how they go forth when it comes to voting. Now you can see with your own eyes what's going on. So, my son, would you tell the people, with all due respect, to go back and vote? Seeing what Obama did, seeing what so-called Biden did, would you? And I'm not saying the Republican Party is any better. But I think that it's time for us to just vote for our own king. Because it seems no one is helping us. Biden is, let me tell you, how does a broke country, how does a country in trillions of dollars of debt go and borrow money to give to another broke country? I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And you want black people to go and vote for that? Let me tell you, we don't have anything. They're not giving us anything. A broke country goes to borrow money. And then here it is, Ukraine says, oh, it's not enough. And then they send $1 billion over there. Are you kidding me? Well, what Esau is really doing is just paying themselves. They're paying themselves. Let me tell you, they're in all these countries calling themselves different names. They're really just paying themselves, setting up something else for another time. But y'all get what I'm saying, right? A broke country is borrowing money. Since when? That's like a person. Let's imagine a person who don't have money. For instance, I'll use myself. I don't have money. I need money for my family now. And I owe many people. You need money. And I need money. Should I not look out for myself first so that I can start getting myself back together so I can continue to be able to give to others? But instead, I go and borrow more money, put myself in more debt to give to you, knowing you're not going to pay me back. Ukraine is not paying us back because you say you're a victim. But really, you go and party, and it's supposed to be a war over there, but you're on the beach, chilling, having beach parties. You know how you give somebody money and they go party where they go buy Jordans, and then you ask for the money back, and they look at you like the enemy would. Let me tell you, Ukraine is not going to ask for their money back. So that's what we did. This is called a stupor. And they put the perfect president in office to fit such agenda in time as of now. Let me tell you, talking about, get your spiritual popcorn. Let me tell you, when the Most High said, I should put a foolish nation over you, we're starting to see now, to the utmost. Highlighted to, let me tell you, guys, you can tell that there's a foolish nation. You have a people suffering right in front of your eyes. You have to be totally blind to not help the people here as victims. Well, you don't call us victims, and I understand. We talked about it earlier. We're not making it any easier, but still, even before all of that happened, we never got our 40 acres and a mule, which would be your modern day car today. We can totally move our little families on 40 acres. Even if we were not going to use all the acres, we can put a lot of our cattle on it because cattle need land. Woo, boy. What did Christ say, though? In John chapter 17, what did he say? These words spake Yeshua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, because there were no J's during the times of Christ, so no one will be called that. So we take it back with the Y. But Jesus is just not his name at all. So take our Hebrew and Bible Academy. I'm not going to have a lesson on that here. You can either go to one of our old videos on A Gathering 144, but with all the updated information, you don't have to pick through and fork through things. It's perfectly done for you now. Go to historytimes.org, join our school, our Bible school, and you will, let me tell you, you will be so proud of yourself. You will pat your own self on the back and thank the Most High. Okay, you would be like, I've been calling on the wrong name of God all this time? I've been calling him Zeus and Poseidon and Nimrod, all of this time? Been calling him Yahweh and Jehovah. And I know you mean well, but I'm telling you, I can bet you $1 million I don't have that you're going to learn more in your whole entire life. Okay? So, you know what I feel good about, though? Promoting something that I know works. I hate promoting something when people promote something that's trash and it doesn't work. And the great part about this is manifold. Right? So, all praises to the Most High. Anyway, so these words spake Yeshua and lifted up his eyes unto heaven and said, Father, the hour is come. Glorify your Son, that your Son also may glorify thee. Yes, I'm reading the KJV. I just say your instead of thy. As thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true God, and Yeshua Christ, whom thou hast sent. So Christians, these are two different people. Christ is talking to his Father. He's not talking to himself up there. historytimes.org. I have glorified thee on earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. How do you glorify your Father? Bring forth much fruit. Christ said it himself. Just so you guys know, if you're watching online and that's it, but you're not bringing forth fruit, or you're not joining the body, coming to the body to labor and pray with the people, to fast with the people on the feast days, to join the feast days. And we're talking about the people who are able. If you're just a bystander, if you're not pressing the like button, if you're not hitting the subscribe button, let me tell you, all of these things matter in today's society. We need help. The harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Matter of fact, in today's society, the laborers are people who say, praise the high. They drop tears and all that. And when Christ comes, have I not cast out devils in your name? Yeah, you went and tried to start your own little ministry, but you really had no clue what you're doing. You're supposed to be coming and join the flock of the saints, of the holy seed, the holy ones. All right? If you want to be a part of this number he's going to talk about right here. I have glorified thee on earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. So he's saying, Father, I finished. I did what I need to do. Please bring me back up there. It's crazy down here. I want to come back up there with you. Please. Please keep your word. I have manifested your name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were. So they were the Most Highs. We were the Most Highs, but he did away with us. So Christ came back as that grace to bring us back in. Okay? So that's why we go out there. We try to help people, bring them back if they really want to be brought back. You understand? Because the world is total confusion. It's a total matrix. We have to pull all of the Neos out of the matrix. We have the, yay. And we fighting against all of the, you understand, I forget what you call the agents of darkness. I've manifested your name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. Now they have known all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. Why? Because he have done the work. He have taught them. He have guided them. When he died, he have left the Holy Spirit with us. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me. And guess what? Everything the Most High told Christ to do, he done. Right? What is the world doing out there? They're leading from their own righteousness. And they're claiming God in sentences, you understand, and using him with blasphemy. You understand? Saying, oh God, he does this. Oh God does that. Right? Not a higher, maybe some other God. Which God are you talking about? And have known surely that I came out from thee. So Christians, he didn't come from himself. Jesus is not God. He's telling you right there. So that means you need to go back to elementary with all due respect if you don't understand context clues here. And have known surely that I came out from thee. And they have believed that thou didst send me. He didn't send himself. Well, he was a spirit up there and he sent himself down. Huh? I pray for them, but I pray not for the world. But for who? But for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. For they are yours. I'm praying for them. Those who are serious, not the procrastinators, not the lukewarms. I'm not praying for them at all, Christ said. I ain't praying for the world. What am I going to go pray for my enemies who are diabolically trying to kill me for? See, that's where the white Christianity came from. Lord bless George Bush. Lord bless, I forget her name, Linda Bush. Lord bless Miss Hillary Clinton. Lord bless the Queen of England. No. What church are you going to? What are they teaching you guys? Let me tell you. I pray for Bill Gates that he doesn't bring another sickness on earth. Are you kidding me? Prophecy must happen. Your enemies are letting you know who you are. I'm not praying for them. I'm not praying for something different than prophecy already says is going to happen. And it's a line drawn. They've already shown their works. You shall know them by their fruit. You're not praying for these people. And we're not hating anyone either. We're not hating them either. Let me tell you, I'm not going to use hate against anyone, because if I let that emotion take over me, then I can't finish the war. You can't finish any warriors. Understand, when you fight, with hate, and you can't even focus. You let an emotion take over you. All we fight for is righteousness, purity, liberty of the captives and outcasts of the Most High's children. So I'm showing you here, whatever the world is doing, we're not against it, but we're also not, we're not going to act like we like it either. You can do what you do over there. We're going to do what we're going to do over here. And I'm reading this for that. I pray for them. So I'm worrying about us over here. Render to Caesar what is Caesar's. It's all good. But unto God's, what is God's? Period. You can do what you want to do. You can go and take other people's children and do what you want to do if they allow you, but I'm not going to do mine. You're not going to have mine. And I have the right for that. If someone has the right to come and try to arrest me, take me down, for calling you the wrong name, guess what? They need to also arrest you as well for identifying with me as a black Hebrew Israelite, because I don't identify as that. You're calling me that. I don't identify as that. You're not going to put a stamp on me like I cannot put a stamp on you, buddy, or what? Hey, Betty or buddy. I don't know which one to call you, but you have to let me know which one do you want to be called, because I don't know. You're right. So you should know how I feel now for calling me a black Hebrew Israelite. Right? Verse 10. All mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. We have to shine our light and be perpetual beacons of light for Christ. That's how we glorify him. That's how we glorify the Most High, through Christ. That's how it works. That's how it works, folks. All right. So, I guess we can keep on reading it. This is good. And now I am no more in the world. Verse 11. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world. We're not in the world doing sin. We're not supposed to be doing sin, but we have to pull more souls out. We have to fulfill the prophecy until we get in the kingdom of heaven, as gold being tried in the fire. And I come to thee, Holy Father, keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. One body, one mind, one spirit. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in your name, or in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost. So you have to take this serious. And those who have fallen off, you better get back up so you can fit this part of the prophecy. I can tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now. Because he said none of them is lost. Well, just because I'm not began to Christ Church don't mean that I'm not. Let me tell you. You had the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Usually people who leave the church leave through pride. I'm sorry to tell you. Or not getting their way. Or they think something is there. And guess what? We're fine with that. We'd rather you be real about it. But you don't have to worry about us. You have to worry about making a covenant to getting baptized under these shepherds, saying that these are going to be the shepherds who are going to take care of me. I'm in their hands. When these shepherds baptize you, you're saying you're in their hands. You can't go to these shepherds and now you're going to other shepherds. It's one sheep that's going to another shepherd, and you bringing, because in grass there's parasites. It's just nature of life. Now you're bringing your parasites over there to another flock. Yeah. Yeah. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost. But the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. Heresies must come. Heresies must come. Don't be surprised. They will come. Just like Judas. So I don't even get angry. When a Judas pops up, I don't even get angry. I'd rather them be real. And I'm going to tell you guys again. Go and read Numbers and Leviticus again and about the wilderness. Israelites are not allowed to complain. Israelites are not allowed to murmur. Christ will kill you. I'm just telling you the truth. So while you have grace, get it out of you right now. Get it out of you right now. So I'm just telling you, he said, I haven't changed. Malachi. Read it. The Lord haven't changed and his son haven't changed. Okay? So, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. And now come I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them thy word, and the world hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. So because we don't want to do what the rest of the world wants to do, the world doesn't like us, and they try to say we think we're better. Just like when you read in the Wisdom of Solomon, they want to come against the poor righteous man. Everything's getting more expensive. They're making laws that only fit them, and they don't fit us at all. So we have to stand up and push certain things. You identify as this, I identify as this. If it's a law for you to do that, I was here before you. Period. You're not going to tell me what I can identify as. Period. You may not accept me, but I don't have to accept you either. So just how you're using your law, I'm using that same law. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from evil. He's praying for us. He didn't say nothing about praying for the world. And then, guys, it does not mean you cannot pray for your mom, your family, and certain friends or co-workers that you just say, you know what, I want to pray for this person because these people might potentially be a part of who he's talking about here. Now, if you know a person just outright blasphemous and just don't want to do right, guess what? Let them be. There's people who need your prayers. I'm sorry. Let me tell you, I've been in relationships with people, friends and all that, and they say, don't pray for me. And I pray for them anyway. And after a while, I said, you know what? I'm telling them I'm keep praying, but they curse me out and tell me don't pray for them. And I'm like, you know what? I got to take that Christianity garbage out of me. You know what? I'm not praying for you anymore. I'm going to use it on someone else. You see, some of us get it confused when it says turn the other cheek. Christ and the disciples knew that sometimes people are going to get frustrated at each other in the body and the walk, and that they will become enemies. Not enemies to where, not like the enemy like you had in the street, but like you get an offense. And that's why I said, give them water, give them this so you can convert them back. It ain't talking about turn the other cheek to your enemy, because you might not be coming back from that one. And we talking about we talking about the serpent seed. We ain't turning the other cheek to the serpent seed. Go to the other side of the world and turn your cheek to these other Gentiles and see how that helps you. And when I say turn the other cheek, I'm not saying throw blows back. I'm saying we got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. But let me tell you, when I tried that turn the other cheek, I was young. I'm like, Christ said turn the other cheek. You will be out of house and home with your family on the streets. That's where that ghetto needs to come out. That's where that standing up when you used to get jumped and have to, when God didn't send no angels to help you, it was just you had to get up because he knew you were strong enough. That's where that sternness needs to come out. Look, Mr. Alibaba, you're not finna cheat me around here. This is what I'm paying and this is what you're gonna take. And if you got a problem with that, I don't know what to tell you. But if you come around this line like Moses said, hey, I don't know if your incense might be going out like Korah. I had to learn it as a young man on the other side of the world. Once we stood up, they start talking about boys in the hood, Chicago. You from Brooklyn? You see, when you let them walk over you, you get smacked around like. Let me tell you, overseas they smacking around Sudanese and Africans and all that, and it used to piss me off because these are my brothers. But this is what our brothers get when they want to be underlings to Arabs and to other religions. You know, because all of our people have been cast away in the flood. And I'm not blaming them. But I'm like, if I go over there and try to fight this cop like Moses did, I'm going to be cast in an Egyptian prison with rats and spiders and dust and no food. Because the embassy only going to tell you they can give you vitamins and that's it. So, I'm like, hey, brother, you got to stand up for yourself. They used to come to me and try to grab my wrist. And guess what I would do? Because I know a little something. I would flip their wrist. Yeah, I'm not telling you what to do. And I got to be careful what I say. But I'm like, brother, don't touch me like that. One, you don't know me. Two, I'm American. Get your hands off of me. And I looked them in the face sternly. And you know why they did that? Because they thought I was African. So when you hear our people talking all this garbage about we're Arabs and Egyptians, and nothing against these people, because you got about 10% of them that's okay. But the rest, whatever. They fit what the scripture says. It's business. Buy water from them and keep it moving. And you remember the interview when Elder had me on there. Let me tell you, the dude kept trying to touch my dreads for about 5-10 minutes. And I'm like, sir, please don't touch me. Because you on a small little bus taxi or whatever, little metro, taxi bus. And I'm like, sir, please. I'm like, I've been taught to respect my elders. And this dude about 60 years old, but they healthy out there from the food they eat. He's in a Sudani Arab slave garments. They got certain garments they wear. And he keeps touching me. And I'm like, dude, get off of me. And he's doing it for 10 minutes. And I'm trying not to turn into a Judah gorilla on him. Or, I'm trying not to because I know the people on the bus, they're not going to like it. So I'm praying to the Lord, Father, please help me because, I don't know what's about to happen here. This dude is violating me right now, my space. So he gets off the bus, and he has a cane, by the way, and he still don't care. That's how much they think that our people is below them, guys. I get off the bus to let him out because he's on the left side of me by the window. He tries to shake my hand, and I'm like, no, I don't want to shake your hand. Right? And so he gets pissed. He smacks me in the face, and he smacked me pretty hard, and he tried to run. And I'm not going to lie to you. At that point, I'm going to turn his cheek. So, hey, I'm from Houston. One of the realest states in all of America. You better ask somebody. So, all I can tell you is 2 of these. Yes, indeed. And I don't say that with pride because I said it, hey, I demand respect. Unless the Most High wants me to go through some type of will, where I can't get out of it, I'm going to know that's his will. But no one's going to come around punking an Israelite. I come from Nehemiah. So it's not going down like that. And I'm not walking around. I never get into fights. I don't bother anybody. But let me tell you, somebody has to stand up for our people. And as men, we don't have enough of them anymore. And if we allow ourselves to go around and these Gentiles walk all over us, we're done. It didn't happen in scripture. So you need to know when the Most High is talking about turning a cheek, because Christianity will use that against you. It's talking about for your own brother and sister. That's who you forgive 70 times 70. And that don't mean, hey, I forgave him 70 times. Do I still need to keep forgiving him? Are you crazy? You got to have common sense here. These numbers don't mean, hey, I mean, people counting the numbers. Hey, the righteous man falls 7 times. This is my 6th time. I got one more time to fall. Then I'm going to get him on right his path. Are you kidding me? The numbers are just there, just generalizing it. You should, hey, try not to fall even 1 time. You might fall 2 times, 3 times. You might not fall 7 times. You might fall 8 times. You might not have to forgive 70 times. You might have to forgive 71. Guys, the scriptures were not written so that you can count that number. Okay? It was just showing you the mindset that you must be in. But trust me, when you live in a foreign country for long enough, you miss your brothers and your sisters. It's nothing like being among your own people. You know, hey, we love being out of Babylon, but it's nothing like being with your own body of people. I'm sorry. And nothing against Arabs, but an Arab can't replace that for me. I'm sorry. I love my own like they love their own. They're racist and I am too. Sorry. And when I say racist, I love my own. I prefer my own. There's nothing wrong with that. I expect Donald Trump to look out for his own people first. What's bad about that? Why is black people getting so angry? Donald Trump, he don't care about black people. So what? I didn't expect him to. If he gave a little care, hey, that's a blessing. I know some white man in office is not going to care about my people. Or some puppet black man isn't either. So I'm going to do my best in the power that I have with the brothers and sisters who I know to do the best I can for my own community. And that's with all due respect. That's no beef. It's just reality. So instead of us using energy to cry and complain, if we took that same energy and went to go study and get some type of trades and start working with each other and, you know, bartering and doing business with one another, I think we would fare more well. But it's time to stop talking about it because of time, guys. Oh, boy. That's why I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm working. And you're not gonna take my oil out of my lamp. I have to have enough for me and a few poor people who probably don't have enough. But I or any other man can't just save the world. We're Israelites. We're in the curses. That's not reality. So we need as much help as we can in the times we're in, because the world is crazy, making rules against the poor righteous man. And guess what? They're encamping round about us as they're bringing in these foreign troops stealth-wise. Foreign invaders, spiritual stealth bombers. They're surrounding us with a wall. And guess what? They're making us a target, whether we want to be made one or not. So if we don't stand up and fight at all, we're done. Yeah, they can identify as what they want, but we're going to be able to identify as what we want too. And we're ready to put our life down on the line for it. We're going to identify as what we want to. We don't have the power to get on the media, because let me tell you, if they really wanted to show a positive side to us, our website, you know our website already. You know everything. You'll watch us all from the beast big giant flat screen every day. But you don't want to show that side. That's called fear. You fear the truth. But guess what? We have to do what we have to do. Press that like button. Where did we leave off at? 16. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them in the world. We have to be sent into the world. They're going to wake more people up to finish the work. Christ finished. He showed us how to finish. Now we need to finish. He was just showing us the same thing I went through. You're going to be going through the same thing for the truth. And for their sakes, I sanctify myself. Verse 19. Let me make sure it's showing for you guys. Sorry about that. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word. I want you to understand this. He don't pray for the world. He pray for those that once you become spiritually mature, you understand those who have the potential to get in this. You understand those who are not seeking it at all, who don't care about it, who are not thinking about it. You're not praying for them. Don't even waste your prayers. You're praying for those. Just like we prophesied to the wind, we're praying for those at night. Father, help us to find those who are counted in that number. That's why I got a freestyle call. I'm aiming for 10. Because I'm aiming for that 10%. I do understand it's going to be a 1/3 taken from that 10% in the wilderness. But I got a freestyle call. I'm aiming for 10. An old freestyle. I'm not worrying about people who wants to debate against it, who disagree. It's all good. I'm aiming for that 10. When I go out the street preach, I know I'm aiming for that 10% that's supposed to be counted into that number. And after I help to gain them and get them, it's up to them to make it through, to be a part of that 1/3. I don't care about who say whatever. Let me tell you, I can care whatever people say. But you're not going to criminalize me for identifying as something, because I don't. Let me tell you, I don't see you as something. I see you, in my own way, and you see me as your own way. But if there's rules and laws about it, and I have to see you as something you're not, you have to see me as something you think I'm not too. You don't think I'm a biblical Israelite, but that's what I identify as. Huh? Yeah. You have to put on, with all due respect, you're adding on, different attributes to, for people to perceive you like that even more. But when we hear a deep voice and we see a person, with different, attributes, secret attributes below and all that, hey, we don't have to do all that. The Bible teaches who the Israelites will be, that they will be poor in captivity under the curses, and that they would not have much, and that their God's son would have to come and rescue them from their captives. We're under all nations. So we don't need to add on. We don't need to have little 2 dreads right here, none of that. With all due respect, our hair locks naturally. We don't need to try to comb it, because your hair is naturally straight. We don't have to comb it and try to make it nappy and put glue and all that on it to make it lock up. No. I bet you the real Rapunzel, let me tell you, because when you get these dreads, they grow crazy. The real Rapunzel, this stuff is thick like a rope. If I cut this off right now and I hit somebody with it, it's going to hurt. But if we cut your hair off, we wouldn't feel a thing. So who was the real Rapunzel? And I don't know, guys. I'm just generalizing, joking around, but I'm just saying, this is like real rope here. This is not that stuff that you see with the lion on Wizard of Oz. That's not what this is. Oh no. Verse 19, and for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word. So as we're prophesying and preaching and teaching, we're praying for those who are counted in that number. I'm not going to pray for those who are prophesying not to be in there. No, that's pointless. It's not going to happen. That they may all be one, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the word may believe that thou hast sent me. That the world may believe that thou hast sent me. And the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, that they may be one even as we are. I in them, and thou in me, and that they may be made perfect in one. And that the world may know that thou hast sent me, and has loved them as thou hast loved me. So yeah, it's going to come a time where the signs and the wonders and the prophecies are going to come true, where the world is going to know that we have been sent, that we are the true Jews. Then shall they know that you, who is my chosen, said the Lord. That's in Ezra, 2nd Ezra. The world is going to know, guys. We don't have to go and disrespect people, bully people. We don't have to. Let me tell you, we don't have to walk around depressed. Keep enduring, working hard, studying. Show the world a different image than they're trying to put on us. So when they say, this is what you guys do, hey, have you showed this side of our people? That's not fair. Don't try to jump to the next subject. Have you showed this side of our people at all? All you've showed is modern day captivity of people playing basketball and football. That's slavery that we watch on TV and cheer about, if you want to know. And I'm not saying people shouldn't play sports, but I'm sorry to tell you, it's modern day slavery. It's no different than the Coliseum. They show us as their puppets and their slaves every day, and how we're criminals. Everything they show on TV about us is negative. Every single thing. Only the things we put up positive is with our own choice, with our own power. That's the only thing that's positive. And I'm not here to ruin anyone's sports. That's not what I'm here to say. But when you think of it from a heavenly view, it's modern day slavery. The scouts are coming around trying to scout out which new slave they're going to draft into slavery. He's good. He's a strong one. We're going to put him here. We're going to pay him this. He's going to make us a lot of money. We're going to sign this artist. He's going to make us a lot of money, like R. Kelly. He's going to make us a lot of money. We're not going to help him out. We want him to send so we can come back later and take his catalog. We're going to make them perform till they have nothing left, and we're going to find an excuse to take them out so we can eventually take their catalog from them and their family. Are you kidding me? You think these older people want to get up there and keep having reunions and perform? Are you kidding me? Every one of them don't love it like that. They're tired. They're going to milk the cow all the way until their death, and they're going to, let me tell you, they're going to find some bogus reason of their death, and they're going to take their catalog. You better understand what this is. That's why I'm thankful this truth came, because, I started seeing and meeting certain people in the music. And when basketball came, I quit that a long time ago because the Most High showed me. I said, scout. I said, I used to love playing basketball, but what I'm realizing is why every time we're playing sports, my own brothers always want to fight over some position. I'm talking about literally fight. And they're ready to hurt you and take you out, blow your knee out. You come up there trying to dunk, they try to undercut you so they can get the shine for the white man. They want that top position so they can kneel to master. And I saw it. I said, look, I see what this is. This is modern day slavery. And when we practice, obviously you're supposed to practice hard. And then you come out as some slave, you got to do this and you got to do that when you're teaching people. And you're not teaching people wrong, because you have to practice and work hard. But at the end of the day, you learn that from your master. In the military, it's the same thing. Trust me, I know stories that you don't know about with black brothers in the military who told me when they were over there that there's all sort type of things were happening. And there's groups within groups in the military. That they got white people on one side and them on one another side. They supposed to be fighting against a foreign enemy, and they fighting against each other. I done heard it all. From older men who was fighting back in the days. That you got total Crips and Bloods and all this garbage inside of the military fighting against each other in there. The world is in confusion. That's why Christ said, let me tell you, we're not a part of the world, and we don't want to be a part of the world. So don't get caught up. Let me tell you. And hey, Rick Ross and Meek Mill's talented brothers. I love these brothers. But at the end of the day, they're not in the street life anymore. And if they are, they're simple as the day is old. And usually when you tell a man the truth and he's not really in the face of truth, he's going to have something negative to say. And that's all good. Christ said that they would say all sorts of things against you. And they worship Jay-Z like a god. We don't. We don't. Let me tell you, and RIP to my brother Pimp C. I don't like some of the music he had, but when he came out of jail, he was preaching and speaking against these things. And his so-called fellow friend, great talented person. And some people would look at him like the ambassador, which he had some ambassador skills, but really, what was it? Because down here, people know the real truth about that brother. We talking about his so-called other half. But they wasn't really even hanging together like that when Pimp C got out of jail. They had the free Pimp C shirts and all of that, but it really wasn't like that if you really want to know. Good burgers, though. Bun B, you got some good burgers out there. And I pray for you and your family, but the truth is the truth. We know you in business with one of them, with one of those, one of them people. Keep up the good work. We preach the whole truth and nothing but the truth over here. We know they know what happened to our brother Pimp C when he came out speaking against the world. Now, he probably didn't do it wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, but that's the way that he wanted to go out. So everything happens in Vegas, right? Tupac, Pimp C, and a lot more. The Rainbow Gang. Lord have mercy. Father, I will that they also, whom thou hast given me, be with me where I am. Meaning coming to the heavens. He wants us to come to the heavens. That's what Christ is saying here. That they may behold my glory, that they may see me, which thou hast given me. For thou lovest me before the foundation of the world. You loved me before you made this world, Father. O righteous Father, the world had not known thee, but I have known thee. And these have known that thou hast sent me. We are the people who believe on him without even seeing him. That's a powerful faith that we have. We just have to hold on. Don't give that powerful faith that this generation has up. You believe on Christ and his Father without even seeing them. So you must treat and respect your brothers and sisters who you can see. How can you believe on someone who you can't see, but then don't have faith and believe in them who he has also called? And I have declared unto them your name and will declare it. So as Christ declared the Most High's name, bringing our people back from calling on Yahweh from about 800 years in the dark, in a period of darkness. He had to bring the name back, his name and his Father's name. We've come back out of all, no disrespect, out of all the other Israelites, come back with something new. The name that the Most High delivered the children of Israel with. Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. Bahasham, Yeshaya, Rawchaa. I know a lot of you say Ruwak, but there's no U's. It's Rawchaa. But it's all good. We know what you mean. Okay? Christ have brung that name back, and we also bring the name to the world. That's why it's so powerful. That's why they don't want to show us on the news. I have declared unto them thy name, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them. Let's go into some of this news to see the confusion that's going on. Yeah. My lips getting a little dry. Let me tell you, we got people. Hey, our poor brothers. Our poor brothers is thinking that that there's something else. And guess what? I'm not mad for my poor brothers who are identifying as something else. I pray that they do come to the truth, because there's some truth in some of the knowledge they have, but it's a little confusion going on, because I've been in Egypt for a long time, and guess what? I haven't seen any Negro pharaohs except for the time of when Joseph was in there. Only the shepherd kings. So maybe we need to teach them, we were the shepherd kings in Goshen. Maybe that's what you're talking about, but they want to cling to the Hamite civilization. We're going to show some of that tonight. Hey, 1 second here. 1 second. Yeah. Y'all give me one moment here. This is fair use. Little fair use. Y'all ready to go in? Y'all ready to go in? Let me make sure. Fair use, YouTube. With all due respect, we whatever a person is saying does not mean that we disagree or agree. We're just playing what these people say. We feel like it's so much confusion out there, YouTube. No one knows what side to choose anymore. It's just a bunch of confusion. And we just putting out other people's side of the story. This is for educational purposes only.
Individuals have done is ruined so much hard work in creating safe spaces across Ontario and leaving me to almost start from scratch, all because they feel the need to tell other parents what to do for their children. You do not see these same individuals doing anything else to help the children. This is strictly an anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ plus hatred. Growing up, I never got to see anyone like me, so I'll leave you with this. Be the change in the world you want to see. Thank you.
Aww. Let me play it again. Aww.
Creating safe spaces across Ontario and leaving me to almost start from scratch, all because they feel the need to tell other parents what to do for their children. You do not see these same individuals doing anything else to help the children. This is strictly an anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ plus hatred. Growing up, I never got to see anyone like me, so I'll leave you with this. Be the change in the world you want to see. Thank you.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see how he speaks up for himself? This is the thing. We have to be able to. So I can listen. I'm not here to defame this person, huh? I used to watch a little WWF. I'm not here to defame anybody. He got up there. I've never seen anybody like me. He should be able to get up. Well, he didn't say, or she did not say what to call themselves. So YouTube, we don't know which one to call them. It did not say what to call itself. We do not want to disturb the pronouns. Okay? Yeah, we do not want to mess up the pronouns here. But hey, he said this is trans hate. Hey, some agree, some don't agree. But we're going to put out all the news out there to see why everyone is so confused. Because back when I was little, I could have sworn that when we were little, there were different laws in place where, a person with long hair like that, we thought there was one thing and now it's another thing. So I'm always saying is that, hey, everyone's just confused. But guess what? We're never saying no one has the right to be who they want to be. Don't forget when you told us when we were in school, you can be all you want to be. You could be whatever you want to be when you grow up. And we see it now. And all we're telling you is we just want to be an Israelite superhero when we grow up. What's wrong with that? He can be a WWF superhero. We just want to be Israelite superhero. Is there anything wrong with that? How can he be able to be a WWF superhero, but we cannot be Israelite superhero? That's wrong. That's not fair. Okay? So, hey. So, he said he never seen anyone like him. And you know what? I'm not going to disagree with him. I've never seen anyone who looks like that. But we have never seen anyone do things like us, cook like us, play sports like us, run like us. We've never seen anyone do these things. And we've seen some copycats. But that's not the same. But we've never seen anyone like us. Would you agree? Because we seem to be, used in all of your financial arenas for your incentivizing. We're just saying, hey, we want a little bit of incentivizing, even when it comes to the rule of law and governing. You have trans rights. We need Israelite rights. We identify as Israelites now. And guess what, guys? We're going to have to stand up and let the world know we identify as that. With all due respect. Because if we don't, someone else will continue to identify as us over there. But that's why they can't disagree. They say, we're not saying you're not. You're also like it. Yeah, oh yeah? But we identify as the biblical bloodline ones. And that's where the problem comes in, right? But we're asking you, which one are you, political or religious? Trying to figure out. We want to have that discussion. Because if it's all about peace, as you claim, we would love to have that discussion. Right? We're not done yet. We got our brothers out here who think that, that we are Egyptians. Think that we are Egyptians. And this is with all due respect. I'm just saying. I've lived over there. Brothers have lived over there for a long time. And we've never, we've mentioned it to people and asked Arabs and Egyptians, do they know what an Egyptologist is? And I'm going to tell you right now, they don't. They've never seen one. So we're going to show you the confusion. We're going to show you the confusion going on here. Fair use, educational purposes only. This is not to defame anybody. But the fact of the matter is, we're not Egyptian. Okay? We got some of our people actually thinking that they're Pharaoh, like the literal Pharaoh. Hey, you're going to see it tonight. Fair use. Here you go. Y'all hope y'all ready. Y'all ready? See his glory, Mr. Pharaoh.
Oh my God, he is so arrogant. What makes him think I'm supposed to come running every time he calls?
And I know how they look. I've been over there. Oh my goodness, he made that thing come in extra long. Hold up, let's take this thing down. It's crazy loud. There you go, Pharaoh. We're not going to judge you, my brother. Uh-oh. Get it now. Come on now. The boy say he Pharaoh. Pharaoh with a lisp. I'm trying to hold it. Father have mercy. Come on, brother. Come on now. Work that thing. Come on, you got it. Get it. With the teardrop. Good Lord. All right. There we go. There you go. That's Pharaoh. That's our brother Pharaoh, huh? Hey, let me tell you. Are we confused or is the world? Like we talked about earlier, we got our brothers out there in Philadelphia, in different parts of the world, calling themselves Arab. And you know the sad part about this? They don't know that all men wore beards in the past, except for really like the Romans, and like you know, and some of the Canaanites and people who were shaved. Let me tell you, you meet a Muslim, they like, you Muslim because you got a beard. Brother, Israelites had the faces of lions. We was always wearing beards. Is the world confused or is it us? You come back here and you turn into an Israelite, you wear a beard, your family asks you Rick Ross, are you Muslim? No. Because you don't eat pork, are you Muslim? That's such an insult. Huh? Lord have mercy. And hey, our people, one thing we know is our people will join other cultures and be flyer than other people. This dude, he hopped up in the Pharaoh suit. He letting you know, I'm Pharaoh today. He had the jewels and he had everything. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, boy, hey, you know what? They put that brother in front of the pyramids for the tourism times. They may actually make a little more American dollars out there. Because the brothers they got hustling them camels and horses out there, they may need to put my brother, Shaka Akmos, you might need to go ahead and go out there, my brother. We gave you a little promotion tonight. Hey. But what you really need to understand, that we were the shepherd kings in Goshen. We were the shepherd kings in Goshen. But you don't want to hear what we have to say, so, you know. May you stay, may Isis and, what was it, you know, Osiris bless your journey. Because I know you don't want to hear the God of the Hebrews bless your journey, so I'm going to let it be. Yes, indeed. Hold on, we're not done yet. The world is so confused. We can't tell any of these people they're confused. They can believe what they want to believe. But according to scripture, I know this brother is from the block somewhere. You know, have probably never been to Egypt, because he wouldn't be dressing in those garments if he knew what Egyptians thought about. Let me tell you, I'm sorry, Shaka Akmos, with all due respect, if you literally walked in Egypt right now, 15 years ago or now or before that, they are going to look at you and follow you around Egypt and be like, Idda, because I speak Arabic. They're going to be like, Idda, Idda, They're going to be like, what's this? Let me tell you, they go, because Egyptians crack up in your face. They will look you in the face and laugh at you in your face. They will be looking like, they will follow you around the whole town. And they be like, what is this Negro doing out here? Maybe the authorities might even come and arrest you for posing as Pharaoh. You can only get away with that on whatever boulevard or borough in New York. I'm sorry. Okay? If you come to the South with that, you can only get away with that on the East Coast. I'm going to tell you that right now. Straight out. I don't know what hoods is letting you walk through like that. Because all I'm saying, if you're going to be proud to walk out Pharaoh, let the world know you Pharaoh. Because if I'm wrong, I want you to prove me wrong. Walk out with the camera, and do that video in front of everybody else. Because if you just Pharaoh in your apartment, something ain't right. So if you telling us we those people, walk out and show a proud, because we go out and we street preach. But sometime when you out, you in regular clothes, walk out with that same garment. We walk out in our garments and you walk out in your garment. That's how we should do it. We have to let our people know everybody need to have on their Pharaoh garments. I work out too, so hey, it's all good. You know. Hey. It's like you work out, we work out. So we ain't scared out here. You know, if it's just about muscles, you know, let us know. If you pull out the Egyptian Book of the Dead or whatever you got, and you let us know, we will follow you today. And you're gonna have to teach us those moves. You have to teach us how, Pharaoh. You're gonna have to teach us how to do those moves, and we will follow your moves. Your 2-step, we will follow it all. Okay? And if you Pharaoh got all the money. We need some tickets to Egypt, and we're going to follow you to Egypt on camels, professing to all Egypt that we pharaohs. Hey, I'm down for it. All of my Israelite crew is down for it. So, I'm just saying. We got to have the proof, though. Because the world is confused. Prove us the truth. Show us the truth. Yeah. We're going on to the next thing, because while we are out there paying attention to madness, and we only protest, I digress on that other subject. I know people laughing, going crazy, but hey, I'm just saying, it's too many so-called truths out there. If you're going to come out with the truth, come all the way out. Because we coming all the way out with ours. We go to every block, every corner, every street across the United States and across the world. So we've never been afraid. We come out there, put our lives on the line, and we do every day. We're not just playing Israelites in our apartments or behind the camera. We're in schools. We everywhere. We visiting prisons. We everywhere. Okay, so all we saying is, no, everyone needs to come out the closet. Yeah, we coming out the closet, but we coming out the closet praying. We ain't coming out no other way. But I digress on that. Well, the world is in a stupor. And it seems that our people are focused more on sin and stupidity and being taken by the distractions. Let me tell you, it's like if you look back on the slavery movies, which a lot of them are not real, and they got two brothers fighting. That's modern day boxing today. That's modern day this. And do we watch it? Yeah, we watch it. But what I'm saying is, you have to spiritually start to understand, don't be totally distracted. There's a war going on, and then they're going to show you which one are you going to choose or bet against. And this happens so much now, the way even the Gentiles are hopping in this thing. Everybody have been deceived now. But what I don't like about our people is that we profess to want to do right. We profess to want to get better and change. But when it comes to our own children, we don't put our lives on the line. Christ said that the greatest love is when you put your life on the line for your brother. And the Gentiles seem to have that over us. Not all of us, but a lot of them. We protest only when we see so-called narrative of a cop taking another black man down. When realistically, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not saying every man that the cop has taken down was innocent or guilty. But a lot of times, guys, they are guilty. Whether they're innocent or guilty, is that the only thing we protest for? Do we not protest when our own brother takes down a child or someone's mom or grandmother? Or our sister rolls over somebody with a car through drunken driving or drugs? Or ghetto baby mama drama curses behavior? Why don't we protest and go through the hood and protest? Stop black on black crime. Stop brothers killing brothers. Knowing that if we continue to perpetuate this, that they will continue to keep us down. And when it comes down to dish out money, they will overlook us. You know your child is in that school and you see the laws changing, and you don't even go out there to City Hall or Town Hall, wherever these places are, and to protest with the Gentiles, because the Gentiles have heart. When I was over there during the time of the Arab Spring, these people got on thong sandals, running around in dust with sticks and rocks. And let me tell you, they had a new president. The next week, we got on Jordans and ain't ready to run or jump. And he's doing the jump man as a sign on the Jordans. I watched them take that president out with their bare hands. Ishmael may be a wild man for a reason. I don't know. Maybe we ain't Judah gorillas. Maybe we Judah chimpanzees. I don't know. Not that chimpanzees ain't strong, but I don't know. Maybe we the little monkeys that just the little small ones. This is for black people out there. This is not for people who already know who we are. This is for people out there who claim to be so rough and tough with the Afro puffs and the sticks, the big old sticks. I got the stick. I can hit you from the long range and hit you in the ear and hit you with my spear and hit you with your big toe and your little toe, which come all the way to your ear and your hair. In the battle raps, they know how to break down every battle rap verse, but not a precept, which can save their soul. And not at least go out. You can let me tell you, you can hit MLK Day with the homies to go pick up some chicks, but you will not, knowing your child is going to school with new rule of law of the Rainbow Gang, you will not even step foot out there, which shows you by your fruit that you don't care about your own child. And if you knew anything, that those are the ones who are targeted. Let's show who's out there doing it. Who's out there actually protesting? Fair use, educational purposes only. I am not with these views or against them. I have no say in it. I'm just showing these are people out here who are not African American at all. First off, so don't label our people. Our people might not even know where to find one of these places. But let me tell you, no, neither do they care. So you see with your own eyes, YouTube, who's out here protesting. But I'm telling my people, why don't we step up? If we feel a certain way, because it's freedom of speech. So-called. Where are my black brothers and sisters in this video?
We're not gonna fucking know. No.
Leave our kids alone! 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 No more pedophiles are going to train our kids to be perverts like you.
Right? Okay. So like I said, that's fair use. That's for educational purposes only. The views in this video, hey, they do not reflect the views of the Gathering of Christ Church at all. That's a stranger in there. Some random individual who's blurting out what they feel is in their own opinion, in their own beliefs. But I'm telling you guys, and I'm telling our people out there, where are you? If you say that you stand up for certain things, and your children are going to certain schools where this is going on, not a black person in sight. Never. So, we have to stop just being the face of the wrong side of the rainbow. They're putting us up as the face of the wrong side of the rainbow, and we need to start standing on the right side of the rainbow. The covenant that our God gave us. Right? Oh, we ain't done yet. But we're gonna take a quick break, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Y'all give me 1 second. One second here. Fair use. Be right back.
Hero Israel, the Most High, our power is one power.
Me say me tired of them system, them Babylon system. Me say me tired of them system, them colonial system. Me say me tired of them system, them imperial system. Me say me tired of them system, tired fi be a victim.
We see them lurking, they don't know for certain. They be the ones that's causing all the hurting on the streets, yeah. Yeah, I'ma give it to you with my shield and my sword. I'ma bring it to you. Sit down a union, a side passage. I know everything you learn, not the right knowledge. Me rather pick up some Dead Sea papyruses, meditate on that and gain a higher knowledge. Cause teaching the youths them how to be a better slave. Now them pan the corner, peer big guns them a wave. Social determinants of how to behave. Poverty and crime are the path to the grave. So me
say me tired of them system, them Babylon system. Me say me tired of them system, them colonial system. Me say me tired of them system, them imperial system. Me say me tired of them system, tired fi be a victim. To be poor is a crime. With a lot of feelings, I got to sing this line. No lock up in a prison doing time, and them don't do the actual crime. Babylon convinced say you gun them fine. Later on you watch it on the
Peace dandy, sir. Them a try infect. Them try inject. Fair use. All right. All right. Yes, indeed. Hit that like button. We almost done here. So, the world is very confused. And this man is going to let you know why the world is confused. He's like, you guys don't see who I am. I am not a sir. That's what he's going to let you know. He's going to let you know, fair use, educational purposes. I'm educating you because the world is confused. This guy is saying everyone's confused. They don't know that I'm a woman and not a sir. Are you kidding me? Is everyone just confused out here? YouTube, the world is confused. They're calling this person a sir. The world is so confused. Gosh. The world is just so confused. He's going to let you know for himself. I have nothing to do with it. Fair use, educational purposes only.
She, her. Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Listen, so when he makes his when she makes her reservations, excuse me, I messed up. Forgive me, I had a typo in my mouth. I had an oral typo. But excuse me, when she goes, she has to make her reservations and say, when I come in there, I'm setting all this straight. No one is going to call me a sir. But hey, she's letting the world know the world is confused. Goodness gracious. Oh, you drop your coffee. You drop your coffee. Hold up. You just drop your coffee real quick.
Yeah, the Sweetwater starts at okay.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's just always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager.
Maybe if you spend a little bit more money, that's all I'm gonna say, and make it more believable.
Talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. Sorry about that. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, you know? Thank you. Did you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir. What? Called me sir.
Oh.
That is not right. I can't believe
just like, it kind of
that they did this person like sir. This.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
Can you believe that?
Thank you so much. No. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm not a sir. Nothing like a good misgendering. It is a knife in the gut when I get called sir. I feel like I need to tell him.
Hey, she like, you don't see these bangs right here? You don't see this curly bangs right here. Why are you calling me sir? Is the world confused or is it us? Huh? Hey. They got the lipstick on it. Like, hey, she like, hey, what you calling me? Let me tell you guys. I hope y'all ready to flee to the wilderness when it's time. We have some enduring. That's all I'm gonna say. Get out of here. Little bug that like the light. I'm sorry, the outside bug. You know I'm in the country. Hey, hope you guys are ready to serve your God in the wilderness. But you don't want to rush to it if you're not ready. I'm being serious about that part. Make sure you're doing what you need to do under the guidance of your elders here. You see, while we are fighting for our rights, they're fighting for theirs too. Hey, in America, you have the right to fight for who you want to be. Fair use. Fair use. An Alabama mayor ended his life after a website showed pictures of him cross-dressing. Now, this person is also a pastor. Yep. As mayor, Florida Bubba Copeland spurred to the designation of a historical site and the creation of an outdoor community center and a public works department. He also led the city through the pandemic. F.L. Bubba Copeland wore many hats in the small city of Smith Station in East Alabama. Okay. Sorry, not Florida, Alabama. He was the mayor, a pastor and the owner of a local grocery store. He was also a husband and a father. But in the days before Copeland took his life, the 49-year-old was revealed to have another identity, this time of a man who liked to dress up as a woman and write erotic fiction. On Wednesday, 1819 News, a website previously owned by conservative Alabama, this fair use educational purposes only, we just bringing it towards the people. Alabama Policy Institute wrote that Copeland used a string of social media accounts under pseudonym. The outlet also included several photos of Copeland in women's clothing and makeup that the site said were posted under the accounts. 2 days later, trying to get this view right, Copeland killed himself, the Lee County Sheriff's Office said. A funeral service for Copeland is scheduled for Thursday. It is impossible to know all the factors that led to Copeland's suicide, but his death puts a spotlight on media ethics and when, if ever, it's appropriate to publish stories on people's private lives. So, just wanted to put that out there. That, this person here, decided to, unfortunately, it had to end up this way for this. He was a husband and a father. That's all. I'm going according to the article. Whatever he identifies it, I don't know. But is the world confused or is it us? And I'm saying that because why does a person's life has to be lost? And hey, personally, this is my personal beliefs that I believe that with all of this, you can identify as whatever. It's too broad. Hey, sometime a person wants to be this, sometime a person wants to be that. And I feel like, hey, this person probably psychologically was all over the place and confused. And that could have led to him doing such thing to, now he's not with his family anymore through all of this confusion that's out in the world. That's not right. Food is expensive. Life is expensive. The weather is all over the place. And then you have this confusion of no one knowing what to call people, people still learning who they are sometimes, even in their older age. Right? They can have a bad argument at home, and then now they feel like that's their go-to. But I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of videos and personal testimonies out there of people transitioning and how it's, as a matter of fact, what's her name? Candace Owens is going to be, she interviewed someone that's explaining that too. But it's even more than her. It's other interviews out there of people who said they've transitioned and the doctors have told them this is the way to go. But when they went that way, they were like, they have an intensive bleeding and all sorts of, you understand, malfunctions in their body, guys, in their immune systems. And they themselves are saying that they regret it. So I'm saying, is this confusion really helping people? Because now the doctor's telling them they can't go back. I'm just saying, is this confusion really helping people? Regardless of all the jokes and what people personally believe and things like that. Because this is some more confusion I'm getting ready to show you. So we're bringing a light to this in many different fashions. Like, hey, yeah, there's some jokes in this. There's some disrespect in this. There's some confusion in this. There's some mental disorder. There's some psychological disorder going on. There's a lot of different variables of what's going on because the laws and the rules of this is too broad. It really is. Now this doesn't want to come up, but we're gonna get it. We're going to get it. I can tell you we're going to get it. Don't you worry. We're going to get it for you. It's like they're trying to block this one. But I'm going to tell you, You just watch. I want to type it in right here, and we're going to get it. Excuse me. Watch. Solomon Friedman. That's his name. Here we go. Hey, last I heard, rabbis don't get involved with things that are unholy. So they shine a light on all of the things that we so-called do, in our curses. Unfortunately, our people suffer for a lack of knowledge. We discontinued from our heritage. But these people so-called are supposed to know better. They're supposed to have knowledge. But watch the wordplay that they use to explain and to make an excuse for such horrific things. I can't, even in all of so-called modern day Jewry, would this be a righteous act? Hey, you be the judge from this video here. For educational purposes only, Mr. Rabbi Solomon Friedman. Hey, he's now got into some ownership with Pornhub. So if you have some children out there, hey, I would. He's not going to say anything bad, but I'm just letting you know. All right. Fair use.
Jones Canadian Bacon.
Hold up, we don't need hold up, we don't need none of that. Give me 1 second, guys. We don't need any of that. Okay. 1 second here. Fair use. There we go. Fair use for educational purposes only. This is Rabbi Solomon Friedman telling you why they wanted to get involved with Pornhub. Okay? I'm interested because, hey, I'm confused here. This is the time I will tell you I am confused. A rabbi being involved with sinful acts of fornication and adultery, and it being legalized with no problem.
You're one of the most accomplished defense lawyers in the city. So, Mr. Freeman, you're one of the most accomplished defense lawyers in the city. Why do you get involved with the company that owns porn?
Because this is an opportunity once we looked into the company.
This is an opportunity. Financially or no?
And the work that it does and what it is capable of doing in the future that I and my partners couldn't pass up when we got to look deeply at their leading state-of-the-art technology for fingerprinting images, for detecting illegal content, for age estimation.
So it sounds like to me already he's saying they're just trying to make sure you don't have anyone that's not old enough in it, and making sure everything is legal. Now, of course, they got the B system involved in there to make everything sound legit. We can get everything to be legit. If they're going to do it, it's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. No different than, hey, people are not going to stop smoking drugs anytime soon. So what we can do, because it's not going to go anywhere and people are going to sneak around and do it, we might as well legalize it and incentivize ourselves off of it and tell people how to do it, when to do it. And we also provide them the tools for it as well. This sounds very similar to that. They got people going out there smoking crack pipes and all type of stuff for our people. The so-called people who are telling us we're out there on their same rap videos of the record labels that they own, that it's bad for us to do these things, that they don't want to give money to our people because we're criminals and doing things. Well, what about this? What about smoking the devil's plant marijuana? All of these sinful things are being legalized. I'm totally confused here. We don't know what the laws are anymore. Let me tell you, being liberal is wide open. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. It's enough the poor babies that's born over there can't even make it out when they get circumcised. They can't even make it out pure.
robust trust and safety system, we realized very quickly, and I realized personally, this is something that cannot be kept in the adult industry. It has to be shared with the rest of the world. These are tools that could significantly change trust and safety on the internet for adults and young people alike, and it's exciting to be part of that.
It's exciting to be a part of something with sin. I wish they would promote this on the news. I really wish they would promote this on the news. Like they do our people.
And what happens, I mean, obviously the company faces a number of challenges. What happens to the adult entertainment industry if your group does not succeed with MindGeek, with Pornhub?
You know, what Ethical Capital Partners is doing is something that's never been done before, which is bringing together experts in their fields openly, publicly, transparently. And
now, don't forget, this is one of the so-called reasons when it came to, and hey, this is alleged, when it came to Hitler, saying that, hey, the you-wish people had something to do with PORN and high interest rates in the country. So-called Hitler was angry at that part. Here we go again. Well, this has already been happening, but still. Interest is at an all-time high. And when it gets to the point where, but the only thing about it I don't like about that is we're going to suffer for this stuff. Our poor people.
Engaging with all of the people who are affected by the adult entertainment industry. If that happens, it means that regulation is passed in consultation. It means that sex workers and content creators have a seat at the table. It means that law enforcement is a valuable ally in this process. But that cannot happen without this kind of ownership. If a company like MindGeek, with now the new ownership group behind it, cannot succeed, then other actors will pop up and fill that space. And those actors won't be constrained by legislation. They won't be constrained by regulation. They'll be located in jurisdictions where they do not conform to the law. And the only outcome will be serious physical, mental, and other, challenges to people's well-being. Young people's safety will be compromised, as will sex workers and content creators.
As a rabbi, I would expect a rabbi and a lawyer to abide by the law. One, the laws and the rules of God, so-called, if you profess to follow God, and also in the United States of America. Yes, he's pimping. He's pimping. That's what it sounds like to me. Financially. And whoever knows what else going on, but they act as if they're worrying about some people as victims and saying other people are going to incentivize themselves illegally. So we have to do this legally. You see the wordplay? I mean, guys, you have to see how they are with their words and why we have to be wise as serpents and harmless as a dove. Let me tell you, unless you understood how he's articulating this, let me tell you, guys, you will be totally deceived. And now they got, and they tell you, these doctors will tell you, oh yeah, all of these debaucherous and promiscuous fornicating type of things that the Bible tells us to stay away from. Oh yeah, it's healthy for you to do it. It's healthy. That's no different than what he's saying here. As a lawyer and as a rabbi. There's your rabbis in law, and he's a rabbi. We're bad for doing what we do, but they're not. Wow. I tell you, boy, we won't be around here too long. I see at an all-time high mental illness. I see it. Demons are just hopping into people. And when I say mental illness, that's what I'm talking about. You tell me if this is not confusion to you. I don't know what this person is calling themselves, he or she, so I'm not, I think it identifies as a baby. So once again, YouTube, I identify as what I want to identify as, a biblical Israelite of the Bible. This person can identify as a baby. I can lawfully and rightfully identify as this. This person identifies as a baby. So we need to see the paperwork of this baby. Huh? Yeah. And if it identifies as a baby, babies, yay. They need to be in a daycare. They need to be under parental supervision, especially when they're around somebody else's children. Somebody also needs to rock this baby, right? Somebody needs to be able to rock this baby. So if someone identifies as something, what's the rules? Because we understand, that means this baby is getting his pamper changed, all type of stuff. Are you kidding me? Is this the confusion that we're dealing with? Huh? If you identify as something, you need to go ahead and fit the whole program. You know, you want to identify as a furry or a dog, and you eating dog food, but then you also want to play human. So we can just do this thing in and out? Huh? So you can identify as a owner of Pornhub and sin, and then you can go back and identify as a rabbi and a lawyer. So we could wear many hats now, right? When it's time for us to get in trouble, we can identify as, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. Yeah, you fit the description. When a cop come to you and say, we just saw you in a black hoodie with an afro, you say, hey, this is not an afro. This is straight blonde hair. No, I'm looking at black afro. No, I identify as a person with blonde hair, and this hoodie you see right here, this is green. So you can't take me to jail because this is a green hoodie. This is blonde hair. It's not an afro. Oh, and by the way, I also identify as a baby. I'm supposed to be at the crib. In the crib. Huh? I think I need my diaper changed. Looking self. Are you kidding me? Do you think the cops are really going to care what you identify as? So when do these laws fit? When they want them to. Lord have mercy. Fair use, educational purposes only. Father have mercy. Keep your children and your wife safe, brothers. And yourself. Watch your back. Stay dangerous. Stay protecting yourself. Because you know how they was getting down inside. They run up on you and jump you and hold you down. You better be ready. You better be ready. Whoop. 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 Oh, y'all didn't thought I know it, huh? You better be ready. You better be ready to move. If you're on the couch, walk around with the big belly and can't move, it's time for you to learn how to move. I'm moving, baby. I'm elbows. I'm coming like this. Huh? I got a little opening. I'm coming like this. I'm boom. I'm boom. Come on. You got to be ready. And you got some teeth to bite if you need to bite. You got to do whatever you have to do. Be ready. Every day you walk out as an Israelite, your life is on the line. They're identifying you as a target. And they have your own people identifying you as a target too. Not only are they identifying us as a target, looking suspicious, our own people look at us as a target. They don't look at the captors as targets. They look at the people who already don't have anything as targets. Huh? Yeah. They're robbing the poor. They're stealing from the poor. Hey, so they take it from the weak. You can't be weak out here. Study to show yourself approved. Work hard to get your family out of the hood, where they will surround the hood, no different than the zombie movies, with fences and gates, and leave you stuck in there like 70 AD. While you have the time. And if you can't, it's all good. Hey, the Most High still gonna protect you, but I'm just saying, if you can, it's better that you try to do that. Seriously. you know, to where you stuck in there at the last and the people got to come and rescue you out of there. No time to be playing around, playing a video game, doing all of this. Come home, study, start watching, watch spiritual lessons and watch other, lessons and things that can help you to better your life. Get your credit right, get your money, whatever it's going to take. No excuses as a man, no excuses. Fair use. And we don't know which milk he drinking, from the bull or the heifer. So it neither does it matter. But he shouldn't have a bottle in his hand. We all confused.
This is the kind of man who feels entitled to use a women's restroom. This behavior is called infantilism, and it used to be considered a psychological disorder, but now it's essentially a sexual identity. And as we all know, we are expected to respect this man's desire to wear a diaper and drink from a baby bottle in public. So in an effort to not get banned from social media, I'm just going to remind parents out there that if you see someone like him going into a women's restroom with your daughter, you cannot be a good parent from a prison cell.
You hear that? Be careful what you speak. And just how they had their little arguments in the street, I identify as an Israelite. You're not going to tell me you can identify as a cat or whatever. You understand I identify as an Israelite. Period. So, let me tell you. Father, have mercy. Are we confused or is the world confused, guys? So while they're out there protesting for their little ones, we are perpetuating ours. And no disrespect to people who have married Gentiles. I have to speak the facts to my people because we are all in the curses. But sometimes you marry Gentiles, or even if it's not a Gentile, and the woman is running the house. Adam was made to lead, and when you hard on the boys, oh, you whipping them too hard, or you punishing them too. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna show you what happens. My stepfather was like, listen, zip it. I can't say what he told us on here, but I'm glad he did. For what? Because the Most High said, men shall be like women in this day. I'm glad he talked to me like a man with force. Because that's what I was going to hear out on the streets. And at least I know how to handle it. I'm hearing it at home. So I'm prepared to knuckle up. To knuck as I buck. Not to run away and cry. And be a little princess. So why are we not out there as black people fighting for our children or checking on our children when they're in school to make sure that these things are not going on? We're perpetuating it. And, sometimes, unfortunately, when cultures mix, the Most High said, hey, you're going to make, like Solomon, follow after your gods. Oh, it's not that bad. It's for the kids, right? No, we're not playing it over here. And I'm not here to say that that's what every Israelite and Gentile relationship is. But I still have to speak the Bible of the truth. No one can help who they married before. It's not their fault. We were all in the curses. We didn't know. Right? But I have to tell the facts, though. There's a lot of white women out there who are different than black men and who roll a certain way, and the black man, he just goes with it. And even sisters, it's for the kids. And he like, I let her do it because it's for the kids. Okay. This is what has gotten our people. Fair use, educational purposes only. What happens when we suffer for a lack of knowledge and we discontinue from our heritage, and if we don't stand up for our people. Our children, you can tell your children at home, I need you to do this and do that. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But when they go to school, they're being influenced. because you're not coming to school to set things straight. Let me tell you, my mama would be up at school. We didn't wash a dish. My mama would come into school and say, hey, you leaving school. We like, why? Oh, you didn't finish washing them dishes. That's how my mama rolled. Period. Some going on at school, she gonna be there. They making sure the grades is on point. Hey, so teachers want to act up, my mama's there.
I love Christmas.
Where are my kids?
You guys have fun.
Are you having fun? There you go. You're welcome.
And I don't know if this person's adopted or this lady's married to a black man or whatever. I don't know their situation. But I know I've seen these type of relationships on both sides, adopted and otherwise. And you see how they continue to show our people, like Elder Rawchaa said, they're showing our people in these images. So when these other nations come over here and when they sit down at the table, they like, listen, these people, hey, they're disoriented. They're not together. They're not unified. They're not one. Why would we give them anything? All vote. Israelites get nothing at the end of the day. Let's focus on Asian hate, Palestinians, maybe even you understand the Hispanic people. They work harder than those black guys, black people, than those African American. Now they're using our own brothers against us. They've been doing it. They've been letting Nigerians and all other people who are our people come over here as Gentiles too. And so my black African brothers, knowing you an Israelite, but you coming over here, being incentivized, knowing your brothers are over here struggling, let me tell you, you better. That's blood on your hands too. Now I'm not. If you didn't know and you repented, it's all good. But if you coming over here knowing you're our people, knowing you was in the struggle, and you taking advantage as if you know we're not your people, because sometimes you say hi to a Nigerian brother or an African brother, they just walk past you. Let me tell you. All the time, they look down upon you. Not all of them, but it's a lot of them who do. I had a best friend that was a Nigerian, so he didn't do it, but it's a lot of them who do. In Egypt, none but Arabs and Egyptians. You see an African brother, let me tell you, you long to see a brother or a sister. And you go out your way when you in these countries. You be like, man, how you doing? And they just walk past you as if you didn't. And sometimes I would say hi again, and they would purposely still ignore me. And I tried it the third time. I said, this person cannot hear me. I remember stopping one brother. I said, brother, you don't hear me talking to you? I'm your brother. You see how these people treat us out here. I remember checking some dude out there. I'm like, I'm your brother. And then I realized, I said, all Israel is not Israel. So I don't have nothing against Africans or our people over there. But I'm here to be all the way truthful and real about it. Some of our people, like Christ said, I don't pray for the world. Some of our people don't care about us. They don't care to be doing this or anything. I'm worrying about those who are trying to find this. That's who I pray for. That's what I pray for. There's some brothers in Africa who is looking for this, who are true. I'm praying for them. So whether you over here, over there, whoever, I'm only praying for those who want to be a part of this. And this is sad, man. This right here is sad.
You like candy?
Oh, he wanted to be a princess for Halloween. How cute, right? So I don't know if they're identifying this kid as this or you just want to do it for Halloween. But listen, hey, people can do what they want to do.
You're looking sharp. You got a dress and a sport coat.
How many dump trucks do you have?
We have 2 dump trucks outside.
I can't watch any more of that. I can't watch any more of that because it's disturbing for me. But I'm gonna tell my brothers, like I just said, my African brothers, like, you seen when the shot thing was out there in 2020, when the whole world stopped from things that people were putting in their arms, how the Asians treated you over there. And how we stood up for you. We spoke for you. Don't be doing that to our brothers. But no one's speaking for us over here. I don't really hear. I hear. Let me tell you, I can look on the internet. I don't really see. I see Africans trying to tell us to get with what they got going over there. Y'all don't have anything going over there. I'm sorry. We're not joining any voodoo. We don't want to put these type of hats y'all got on your heads. We don't want to do none of that. We want to join Christ. If it ain't about Christ, we're not joining it. We don't want to lay down in the church where people whooping each other with the belts or y'all body slamming people and doing no different than what these false pastors are over here doing. We don't want to join none of that. We want to join Christ. We don't want to join the gods of you understand of anything y'all believe over there. We understand that some of those customs came from our people biblically, but we don't want to join any of that. We get with Christ. No, because I'm saying that because a lot, and I'm gonna digress, but a lot of those people come over here seeing us struggling. They won't give us the game on credit. They won't give us the game on how they get in these doctor's offices or anything. And we're not saying they're not working for it, some of them, but no one's giving us. Let me tell you, in Houston, they got Nigerian street signs and all that. It's a whole area, just like Gentiles have Asian signs, there's Nigerian signs over there. We want some of those buildings. We want some of these things. No one's giving us the game. So I'm sorry. I don't hear any rallies going on for our black brothers. When I went to a Nigerian party, I see only Nigerians. I see maybe one or two brothers. So if you care for our people, we speak for all our people, all the tribes. We need you to speak for us too. How you get some of them doctor's offices? Just how we ask the Arabs how you get some of them gas stations. How do we get some of those doctor's offices? How do we get in like that? Is there some type of meetings that's going on when y'all come over here that we don't know about too? Because now we getting kind of tired because it's a bunch of y'all coming over here, Hispanics and other people. But the people who actually, the Native Indians and Negroes who were here who built this country, they're not getting anything. And we're not blaming anybody. But if you're going to fight in this war with us, fight in it and start speaking up and using your voice with us. You just want to hold on to the African culture. We've been knowing Hebrew. I remember telling people overseas, you the Hebrews. Oh yeah, we've been knowing that. But why you ain't doing anything about it? Why are you not doing anything about it? Huh? So you become no different than Revelations 18, all of the rest of the nations who came over here to exploit Babylon for all of her spoils while your people here suffering. Become like Moses, who was in Pharaoh's house, who stepped down with his people. I'm not telling you get your riches away, but Christ told that rich man, hey, you've been following all these customs in Africa and being on point and not sinning. Cast some of those riches away and give them to some of the poor. Show us how to get it. Show us some of these connections. We want some signs. We want to be able to put some signs up that say Jacob or something. Jacob Street. Hey. And they got it over there as if we think we better than them. Some of them thinking we have to stop that. We are one, guys. We are brothers. But we can't go to your country without money to stay on point. But you can come here and they give you the same thing as long as you become basically like a Judas. And be quiet about how you're getting everything you're getting. And I'm not saying, I know some people, some of them come over here and work really hard. Not all of them, though. A lot of people is doing voodoo. A lot of people is scamming and doing all type of stuff to our people. I know. And there are a lot of good ones, but I'm sorry. I have never really met too many of them who's standing in kumbaya with our people. So that has to change. Because we can't just act like it's all good if it's not all good. We can do that when you join Christ. We don't want to hear about Oluwa. No, we want to hear about Ahaya. You've been knowing you a Hebrew, you should have went to go and raise that flag and blew the trumpet to the rest of your people. So that so-called history or Christ that you had, it wasn't worth enough to you to come and help your people or the so-called power you have. But there's no power in Africa. That's what they didn't tell y'all. There's no power. The only power that there's over there is in voodoo. Because the Asians are over there kicking butt, buying land. Period. The Arabs are over there enslaving our brothers. And our poor brothers and sisters in Africa are having to run to Libya and all other type of places to get jobs. Because they did not unify. They still tried to use the crab in the bucket mentality as taskmasters over the people. The world is confused. The world is confused, but we're not. We know what's going on. So our poor brothers and sisters who are in Africa trying to find this, hey, you have a place. You have a family who's waiting on you. And we're going to meet together in the wilderness. But the rest of them walking around in pride, trying to take the resources of the world and not remember their brothers who left that place. Hey, I pray you repent in time. And trust me, I speak this as a frontliner. So your voodoo has no power over Christ. Has no power whatsoever. You try to act as if you're so holy and pompous above your people. You have to stop that. It's like the movie Black Panther. They forgot about the brother in the hood. Huh? No, man. I didn't like the fact that I try to go out my way to speak to my brothers, my African black brother, and then only get, they just walk past me like I'm nothing. But they would go and greet an Arab and join Islam. Listen, this stuff is going on even in America. That's what's going on, hey, on the block in New York with all of these, you understand, unconscious community. Let me tell you guys, we out here alone. So if we don't band together with the little people that's in Christ that we have and support like we're supposed to instead of just doing it in word and not deed, it's going to happen. But you better make sure you're a part of it. Because Christ is coming back angry because you have all of these talkers. All of these wannabes who want attention. Who want to talk something deep about some history, but when it come down to putting in or doing what it takes to actually really put it into work, they don't want to do that. But you want to talk and kick knowledge. We're done kicking knowledge. This world is kicking our butt and we're trying to survive and endure through it. We can talk knowledge all day about who's right and who's wrong and all of this stuff. What we going to do to actually build a community, to build the body? Christ said when he came down on Mount Zion, that hill that was graven without hands, that was talking about us. Zion being built and shown to all men and presented to all men. That was us. That was building. We cannot build by talking only. And I love my brothers and sisters in Africa. But I have to speak the truth to those who walk around with their heads high above their people. I'm sorry. We all can learn something and become better. So you have some people, I can't believe he would say something about Africa. Yes, I am. I'm not African. I'm an Israelite. So this is the last video I'm going to show here. So, I think we're confused. We got grown brothers who still want to. Here we go with the brothers with the gang member brothers. With Borets in their head. 50 years old, still claiming to be an OG. You're an OG, all right. You come from the seed of Og, the giants. Because their forefathers is the ones who taught men all of these sins and war. And that's, if you want to be an OG, that's what you call now. You're not an OG, you Og. From the serpent seed of Cain. Allowing little children to go around and perpetuate something. And you're promoting it like a demon. And a coward. You can talk about the white man all you want to, but I'm going to always say you've never rolled up and pulled drive-bys out there. You drive by in your own neighborhood against your own. Cowards. None of you never did anything gangster. Ever. It never existed. Fighting against your own have never been gangster. So I'm telling you, all of y'all, you've never seen a gangster, if that's what they call it. All you seen was made up cowards and puppets. And even if we've done it before, we wasn't gangster because we were taught by cowards. The elephant in the room has always been there. Huh? Oh, yeah. Fair use. Educational purposes only. This is what we're teaching our young men in Chicago, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, L.A., you understand? Wherever all the hoods are. This is what we're teaching our young men. We're not getting down with the Gentiles who want to follow Christ and who don't know how to find him. They're out there protesting to save their babies. We're enslaving our babies mentally. Fair use.
Danger to the YouTube community. My video will get taken down. But this 6 to 9-year-old is allowed to have his video stay up.
6 to 9 years old. Excuse the language. Listen to this young man. And we all were young in school. We know children are saying bad language. It's not like that part's new. But they're putting this in. Now it's social media. Social media wasn't around when we were young. They're putting this out there in front of the world that this is our children. Our children are so-called terrorists, criminals, thieves, robbers, pimps, hustlers, and harlots. So when it, like Elder Rawchaa said, when the UN comes over here, let me tell you, man. We let me tell you, we're proud to be targets. You could tell a person, let me tell you, they're an Israelite, and they look at you like you got crap on your face, with all due respect. 100 rounds hitting him with the Glock. 6 to 9-year-old can barely hold a gun without it budging in their hands. And when this young man dies and gets and burns in hell, who the blood is on also the rest of these so-called OGs' hands. Let me tell you, these dudes are cowards, man. You people out here, I mean, these people are not to be respected. These people are rejects. These people are rejects. Yes, most of us are not criminals. But this is what, most of us are not criminals, but this is what they want to promote. And they're making it worse because most of us are not criminals, but hey, the small make it bad for the majority. No, Elder, but we have bishops, deacons, and officers. Of course, yeah, in the truth. But we talk, listen, we're not safe just because we're in here. We have to go and fish for the rest of our people. That's what a lot of Israelites don't understand. It's not just we come and hide the candle under the bed with the rest of the Israelites. That's not what it's about. We need to go and pull and save our young men and women and brothers and sisters out there.
So to understand that he is basically talking about a presumably random woman who can't hang out with him unless she's willing to perform fellatio. This is a 9-year-old, okay? And he is talking about his gun, and he is talking about having 100 rounds as he runs from the police.
Fair use.
Totally YouTube content safe. As a YouTube...
So... I'm going to play it one more time for you. This is our young brother. This is what happened when you don't have leaders and teachers. And they're among the wolves in the community.
Policy, if I misgender someone, I'm considered a danger to the YouTube community. My video will get taken down. But this 6 to 9-year-old is allowed to have his video stay up.
Hey, look at these simpletons in the background. Bobbing, trying to get some type of clout. Let me tell you, in the time of the Maccabees, these dudes would be getting straight slayed. Straight out. They lucky Christ brought certain grace, because these type of clowns, let me tell you, they be getting put down in the time of the Maccabees. Straight out. You coming in here messing up our children in our community? God, we got grace right now. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, hey, the big question is are we confused, or is the world? Are we confused, or is the world? So, I'm gonna take a few calls. Not too many, but I'm gonna take a few calls. Let me put up the number here. We got 7 minutes. That's it, to take a few calls. The call-in number, 281-973-6872. Make sure I'm not playing in the background. 281-973-6872. You're on G.O.C.C. Media with Elder Rawchaa. All right. 281-973-6872. Are we confused, or is the world confused? And be careful what you say. We don't want to talk about any shots or anything. We don't want to call out any people in the Rainbow Gang. We don't want to disrespect anybody. But are we confused, or is the world? That's the question. All right. 6 minutes left if you want any call-ins. Okay. 281-973-6872. We don't get any call-ins within 2 minutes, we closing it out because we know it's late. Are we confused, or is the world? From everything that we showed tonight, it's like, let me tell you, we are in Alice in Wonderland. I wonder what I'm going to be today. I wonder what I'm going to be today. I wonder who I am. I wonder where I'm going. Let me tell you, this is starting to look like Alice in Wonderland, the Wizard of Oz, the Hunger Games. You know the people that's on the stage in the Hunger Games, right? So yeah, so we're gonna close it out. You lucky you called in. We gotta close it out. Go give me something to eat now. You lucky you called in. We about to go get something to eat. 228 area code. Now they calling in now.
Shalom.
Shalom. Who do we have calling in tonight?
Brother Akabaja Banyahuda from the Moss Point, Mississippi body. How you doing?
Bun Yahawada, my brother. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Bun Yahawada.
Bun Yehuda.
But okay, I ain't gonna mess your name up, but that's how you say it. Yahawada. Ain't no U's up in Hebrew. You must be using the Yiddish, but it's all good.
Yahawada.
There we go.
The water, Elder. I'm still learning the Hebrew. I'm in the academy, but
all praises. I'm messing with you, brother. I'm messing with you, brother. Don't
I
let
know. Yes, indeed.
It's still in the modern day Hebrew. It's all the same. It means Judah, my brother.
All praises to the Most High, Elder.
Let me ask you a question.
My daughter.
Is the world confused, or are we confused? That's the topic tonight.
Elder, the world's confused. The world is absolutely confused, Elder. It's a sad state of affairs that we really in. It's I know this is not just with the brothers that's coming from other countries. I talk to a lot of brothers around the neighborhood that I live in, and they are coming in from other areas like South America. Got a couple of Africans to live out here, and they actually get told to stay away from us or to keep their distance.
Whoa!
Unfortunately, yeah, they actually get told to keep their distance from us.
Now, how you having conversations with them? How you find how you getting this information? I mean, don't put it all out there.
Well,
I know
I got my neighbors, my next door neighbors.
Okay.
Yeah, Guatemala. Where's the other one from? They from El Salvador, the ones that just moved in. Yeah, and they get told to keep their distance from us. Yeah.
Wow. So
sad.
this been happening for such a long time, my brother, and we've been so busy just trying to survive. But it's like they just televising it and broadcasting it worldwide as if it's just the norm today. So it's like it's been happening,
It really
but
is.
it's just like crazy now. So they just coming in blunt with it now. So we definitely have to prepare for what's going on, because we like, hey, what's going on here? Who's taking our jobs next? The robots or all of these foreigners?
Elder, but I wanted to say double honors to you guys for what y'all doing, because y'all inspire us to actually do more. If it hadn't been for this truth that we in, we wouldn't even, first of all, wouldn't know the name of the Most High, Ahaya.
All praises.
We wouldn't be where we are in our position. Now we ain't at the top, but the Most High is through the church, in the truth, making us see that we can't stay where we are either. It's causing us to want to better ourselves, not just for us, but for the people around us.
Amen.
You guys inspire us. You guys inspire us to start YouTube channels. You guys inspire us to start businesses. You guys inspire us to grow. You guys inspire us. So
praises.
The world has lost it. And what it does for us as a body, we from the Moss Point, Mississippi body. But what it does for us, I done joined the choir, and my body has just been there for me. I'm a handicapped brother trying to stand up and do something. That's what y'all are doing.
Oh, praises, brother. That's some faith you got. That's what I'm talking about.
And to the trolls, I pray that they're listening in. But, family, don't get distracted by whoever that is. Hopefully they get a lesson, because we know the truth.
Right.
Elder, I've been in 7.5 academies. Okay? What this body has done for me and my family, I'm the brother calling, always thanking the Most High for y'all burying my mother. You understand?
Praise the Most High.
I'm grateful. Y'all keep on doing what you're doing. The world has lost it. I'm one of the brothers that hang out with the old cats.
There you
I
go.
never felt that I could really get any knowledge from people my age. Okay? And I pray for me, because it's a few brothers that are up there in their 60s and 70s, and they can't make it out their houses, but they do want to join the body.
All praises.
They listening in.
All praises.
Just keep doing what you're doing. The world has lost it. Unfortunately, some of our brothers that's out there who haven't woken up to the truth, I've met a couple Egyptologists, and they praying to themselves.
Oh, man.
That's confusion, okay? It's the stupor,
I'm trying to figure out how that's working out. I would love to see how that works out.
I'm telling you. But what I do know is the ones who don't say hi, they put themselves out there. You know who they is.
Yeah, this is true.
All Israel ain't Israel.
This is true. But you know what? Like I said, I love those who love Christ. So at the end of the day, hey, I try, but I got to dust my feet and keep it moving. I'm not finna cry. I used to get emotional, but I'm like, well, my own brothers don't love me. I'm like, hey, we out here with these Arabs, and I'm like, goodness gracious, it ain't about no color, because out there everybody's brown and black and tan. So it's like, so but thank you for calling in, my brother, man. Powerful statement, testimonies, all that, man. You just keep up the good work, because I can hear the fire in in your spirit. Praise the Most High.
All praises. Elder, if you don't mind me saying this, body, y'all stay on code. Keep on following your elders, your bishops, your deacons, your officers, and praying for them daily.
Thank you, my brother. We'll be talking soon, my brother. We love you too, my brother.
Shalom.
Shalom, King. Now y'all know y'all ain't right. Y'all didn't pass the time of the calls. I said we had a certain time, and then people will start calling after the time. I'm going to take 2 more calls. Yeah, they pray to themselves. Good Lord of mine. That's how they were saying that Yeshua was doing. He was praying to himself up there. Hey, we confused now, but we will really be confused. Hey, we following a guy that, hey, I'm praying to myself. Excuse me, I'm praying to myself real quick. Great call, my brother. Great call. Y'all keep on doing that work out there, raising them beautiful brothers like that. 916 area code. 916 area code. Who we have calling tonight?
Brother Virgil.
Brother Virgil?
Yeah, from the Antioch body.
Antioch body, my brother. Shalom, Brother Virgil from the Antioch body. Is the world crazy? Or have we gone mad?
Yes.
Or are we confused?
No, the world is crazy. We're right on point. The world is crazy.
How say ye, my brother?
I just saw the youngster that you had up there from the YouTube. I put up a YouTube video 2 weeks ago, a music video dissing on the vaccine. The video was actually there was no profanity in it. It was just
don't say just. I'd rather not say the word on here. Just try to remember that. You can just call it something else. But
the Jim Jones juice.
Gotcha.
So
we
I had the video.
We don't know what a vaccine is on here. Sorry, and I'm just. But go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. But yes, Elder. The video was up for 6 hours. I've never seen a video get removed that fast from YouTube. Usually they're up 24, 48 hours tops, then they're removed.
So you saying you put something up there to expose some of this confusion and it got taken down quick, huh?
Yes. Yes. There was only a handful of the body that actually saw it, and they liked it, and even some of them were like, hey, that's not going to be up there too long. And I was actually shocked. And then not only did they remove the video, the music video, they sent me a threat and told me if I was to put any other videos up in similar fashion, that they would just strike my YouTube channel.
And let me tell you, I believe you because listen, I can't go live on my Facebook or my Instagram for almost a month and a half on both of them for putting something. I just posted something someone else posted. Hey, and I didn't even put no views or anything on say anything of my opinion on it. I just literally posted something someone else was doing as a doctor, as a surgeon to one of our sisters while she was under anesthesia or whatever the case may be. He was doing something he didn't have no business doing, Yeah, he was communicating in a different type of way, disrespectful. That's all I'm gonna say. But I put that up there, and hey, now I can't go live for 30 days on both of my pages. So I totally understand what you're talking about. But it's all good. Guess what? It's all good. And even with this page, hey, they're not monetizing these. I gather on for all this one. But guess what? Most High willing, we're going to get refreshed in the beginning of the year to hopefully get some support on this page. That's why we have to put out things like, please support this academy to help the work. Please make sure you send your tithes and your offering. You understand, because this work it's a lot of work to do, but it's always just that minute amount who help, and we really appreciate that because that's a pillar to the church. So y'all don't stop what y'all doing, but we do need more help. As time goes by, things get more expensive because we're trying to set up things for people, you understand, for these times to come. So it's very, very important. And let me tell you, anybody who have ever known our elders in this church, let me tell you, my elder would go broke and help everybody else and making sure they good. You understand? That's the type of person he is. So I'm never gonna let anybody bash or badmouth them, and they can really say what they want to say anyway. And even when people send us these little videos, sometimes I'll tell people, listen, we're not responding to certain things, and we don't really even care about a lot of this stuff. If the spirit is on my elder to respond to some of these things, we will let him do it. But if not, we really leave it alone. But I thank you for calling in. Now, you got anything else to say, my brother?
Yes. Hey, I paid my tithes, and I'm in the academy. This academy right here is mind blowing. This is the first time I really absorbed the Hebrew language, and I appreciate you, Ariat, and I appreciate you, Brother Lawyer. Elder Lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Elder Rawchaa. You guys are just, you're rocking. You're rocking.
All praises.
And I pray for you guys every day, every morning. I pray for you guys in the body.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. We need him.
This is Christ.
You know what? You know why we rocking? Because Christ is the rock. So, yes, indeed. Well, thank you for calling in tonight, my brother. I really appreciate you. Everything you're doing, continue to grow, because we want to continue to build the men of the Most High. And we want to, continue to build frontliners that's not going to break their rank. Let's go.
And Christ just gave me my Hebrew name, and my Hebrew name is G.O.C.C.
Say it again.
Sentinel, Guardian, G.O.C.C.
Okay, my brother. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go then. Let's get it. Put that time in, my brother. We'll see you soon. Passover's coming soon. Shalom.
Shalom.
My brother. One more call. Got some new music coming out too. Probably going to interview one of the brothers probably next week. He got a new music video coming out if it's done. One of the brothers out there in Louisiana. Maccabees music. You understand? Shadows. One more call. I gotta go get this. Let me tell you, I gotta get that good old white sauce pasta with them good organic noodles. Hey, we finna start making the noodles at home now. I know some of y'all know how to do that. They taste always better. Them good old flat, big, thick, organic restaurant. Oh my goodness. Finger licking. Elder Rawchaa, I hope you know we finna put some of this on there. Going down. All righty. Last call. You better come on in, because, hey, you know country boy got to get his food. And I got some place to be in the morning. Hey, I guess that's it tonight. Guys, I really appreciate you guys staying up with me tonight. I know it's late. I know the time have been pushed back and all of that, but we got a lot going on. I'm always busy. I'm always doing something prosperous for me, my people, and my family. Make sure you go to KIISupplements.com. I'm always going to promote the elders. Lionborntees.com. And if you want to follow him on Instagram, it's Lionborn Fashion. He has another gym clothing line, called Gym Rats. You can find that on Etsy. Jack Gym Rats. You understand? You have why do I always forget? Malak, where you at, Malak? What's your site again, brother? How do I forget? KingMansions.store. There you go. KingMansions.store. That's where you can get the gold back gorilla wear. And hey, you already know this is our number one selling supplement for all of the Judah gorillas. Who want to feel it? Huh? Judah gorilla, who you want to feel it? We got the quercetin. You better get your mind right with the zinc and bromelain. We got the probiotic 40. We got the health starts in the gut. We got the second top seller, female enhancement. Oh boy, let me tell you, these together, the ashwagandha, the berberine, get them stomachs right. Hey, we're gonna do the Patreon to show you what all of these things do, because we can't say what these things do on here. But I'm gonna show you more than just what the Google gonna show. I'm gonna show you people. We're gonna have some testaments of what some of these people have done, all that. So get ready to get your mind right. Stay healthy. Make sure you're taking more vitamin D3. We have the top supplement, vitamin D3 plus K2. Black people need to stay in the sun more than Esau. Esau can take 30 minutes. We need at least an hour. So you need in this time to take vitamin D3 plus K2, higher dosage when it comes to the winter time, so you guys are not falling for whatever sicknesses or colds are out there. I'm telling you the truth. Make sure your children and you are doing so. Okay? I'm telling you, you need to. Because the scripture said, pray your flight is not in the winter on the Sabbath, but there's other things that happens in the winter of spiritual warfare. Keep your temples on point, okay? I'm going to get up out of here. I will see you guys soon. I'm going to be doing some giveaways with some of these things. Yes, I am. And some people who have already told me they're going to sponsor certain things. So we're going to have some Bible trivia sometimes on some of our call-ins. And as long as you get 2 out of 3 right on the questions, I'm going to pick, you understand, hey, one of the callers who called in, I'm going to write the numbers down, and we're going to see who's the winner. And we're going to be giving some things away on G.O.C.C. Media, okay? So, yeah, we having some fun while the end is coming. They can do all the things they want to do. But, guys, you can either swim or you're going to drown. You're going to be negative and say, woe is me, or you're going to work hard and grind with your household and your family to do better. Because, let me tell you, no one's coming to help us until the prophecies continue to unfold and our God comes back with it. Our God sends his son back. So we have to endure through all of these things. But we can do it together as a body and with our families, praying for one another, fasting, eating healthy, exercising, keeping the relationship sparked up. And hey, there you go. So anyway, peace and blessings. I love you all. And let no man deceive you. Don't be confused out here. All right? Shalom. Make sure you join our Hebrew and Bible Academy. This Sunday is going down. Get your mind right or you're going to get left.
The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that he used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book. And the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy.